infatuated with ideas of possessions and far-flung social policy. His daddy works on the council, but Mrs. loves the silver spoon. Swore she'd never kiss a Tory, but this boy was too good to lose. And I'll listen carefully with ears pressed to the floor as you make your way downstairs. You haven't gone far to fall. Now it's red, now it's dead, now it's everything she needed. Now it's fall, open doors, pillows pressed under your knees. Now it's a sad, sappy sucker to ensure happy ending. Gets in the middle for the win. I've been scared of sleeping with the lights on. No, she's not there. I know she's going to his flat. A Capricorn, oh fuck that. This is sex sells, I know that. I've been scared of sleeping with the lights on. No, she's not there. I know she's going to his flat. A Capricorn, oh fuck that. They say sex sells, I know that. You could buy my silence if you've got none to lose. If you're still infatuated with the truth. So will you do what's easy, or will you do what's right? Please just could you let me know, where will you sleep tonight? Where you gonna sleep tonight? Where will you sleep tonight? Where you gonna sleep tonight? Where will you sleep tonight? Where will you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? Cultured man, Venetian suntan, red wine and club bands, Viagra pills on the nightstand. How's it feel? How's it feel to be so loved? How's it feel to be so loved yet so alone? Been scared of sleeping with the lights on. No, she's not there. I know she's going to his flat. A Capricorn, oh fuck that. They say sex sells, I know that. I've been scared of sleeping with the lights off. No, she's not there. I know she's going to his flat. A Capricorn, oh fuck that. They say sex sells, I know that. I've been scared of sleeping with the lights off. No, she's not there. I know she's going to his flat. A Capricorn, oh fuck that. They say sex sells, I know that. Sex sells, I know that. Sex sells, I know that. Do you sleep at night?
Hello! Oh. Okay, this is already scuffed, but hi! So I'm doing podcast with a bunch of wonderful people, and today we are focusing on lesbian voices within the community. So I am going to go ahead and introduce my guests. Alright, first up, Mint.
Hello. I'm Mince. I use they she pronouns, and
Oh.
I am a non-binary ace lesbian. Are you setting up everything? Am I good to talk?
Oh
right
god,
now?
everything is scuffed.
That's me. That's me. That's
Oh
me.
god, everything is scuffed. Oh
Oh
god.
damn, that's so.
Uh,
No.
Guys, I'm
Uh,
actually doing the
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh,
That's not
everything
Mince.
got messed up. Okay. Oh my god. I know what I'm doing, I swear.
I just saw myself up on the screen. Let me know. You just let me know.
Okay. Okay, you're good now.
Okay. Hello. I'm Mince. I am an 18-year-old non-binary ace lesbian. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/mincecrafts. And yeah, I think I'm pretty active in the lesbian community talking about lesbian issues and stuff. And I do a lot of that on Twitter, so if you want to check me out, same name on there. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about myself, but I'm excited for this. So yeah.
All right. And then next up, hello. I believe that was Kaitlyn.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay, so hi, I'm Kaitlyn. I use she, they pronouns. I go by Aqua Hates Me, or if how most people pronounce it is Aquars. It's pronounced Aqua, but that's another discussion. But I am a streamer. I am nervous, but hi. I don't know what else. Wait, what else do I say?
Whatever you want.
You're cool. Everyone watching, you're cool.
Alright. Alright. Oh. Hello. Oh god. Why is this so scuffed?
Hello.
What just happened?
Hi. Oh.
Okay. This
I'm
is so
there.
scuffed.
Hello.
I am so sorry.
I'm the only person without a webcam. Now, I can send a picture of my face. Honestly, hello. I'm just gonna introduce myself. Hi, I'm Air. They, he pronouns. I'm a non-binary lesbian who streams at 4 in the morning because I can. I'm excited to be here. And if you hear any like cracking the noise, that's just me fidgeting with my hands. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys have fun here. You guys can follow my Twitter. I'm really active in the lesbian community. Like, really active. So, yeah. That was bad.
It's scuffed beginning.
It's okay. Don't worry. We can recover.
Yeah.
Mince's name is gone. Mince's name is gone.
Oh god.
That's so embarrassing for me. What
Oh
are they
my
ever?
God.
They don't have a name for me anymore.
Mince is gone? Crab Ray?
God. Mince just left the platform. Deactivated their socials.
Oof.
Yeah, Mince just deleted themselves off the entire internet.
Oh my god. Wow. Well, I guess we have to find a fill-in.
Oh no.
So depressing for me.
Guys,
But that's okay.
anyone, by the way, if you would like to donate, you do not have to, but you can donate. This is all going to a charity. Who knows the most about the charity? I'm not really sure.
I can
My
pull it
voice
up.
Yeah, please pull up the charity.
If
Yeah, it's a
Twitter
really cool
will load.
LGBTQ plus charity. So I definitely recommend everybody checking it out. I know that there is a chat command that describes it a little bit, but I think considering it's Pride Month and everything, and we're talking about, you know, LGBTQ plus issues, I think it's a really good thing to donate to. So if you want, you can do, I think it's !donate in the chat, and if you can contribute, you should, but no pressure
Yeah.
to or anything.
Yeah. So this charity that you will donate to, it's basically for human rights and LGBT people all over. It's international, regional,
Like us.
and national, and it helps to like research and document to defend and to overall advance human rights for the LGBTQ people around this world. And so again, you don't have to donate, but every and all donations are very helpful or are very appreciated for this. Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Wait.
So.
I'm so sorry, but my Wi-Fi just went out for like 5 seconds.
Uh-oh.
So embarrassing for you.
But it's okay. We're back.
It's okay though.
Yeah, guys, go donate to the charity. Follow Alex. Go follow Alex. Follow
True.
Alex. Go follow
True,
Alex
true.
You don't
is so
have to
cool.
follow me if you don't have to follow me if you have a good sleep schedule, because trust me, you will never see me in existence if you follow me with a good sleep schedule. But
Same
go follow
here.
them, I promise. They're
I s-
great people.
My streams
I'm-
aren't usually this scuffed, I swear.
Are your streams
I
usually
just-
this late? Because this is very
Yeah.
late for me.
Unfortunately, yeah.
It's, yeah,
I
think
I
it's-
work,
I think
so
it's 1 a.m. for me. I don't know about
Same.
y'all,
It
but it's
is.
1
It is
yeah.
1 a.m. for me. I have 2
We are-
monsters. I'm ready to go. Let's talk about being
Oh my
lesbian.
God.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm just gonna say, am I allowed to be mean to people? Yes, we're good.
only the people
Alright,
on
cool.
stream.
You can be mean to me.
You can be mean to me.
Okay.
It's okay.
Oh, but you just have
Okay.
to feel bad if you're mean to Kaitlyn. So take that as you will.
Oh, it's
Alright.
okay. I
Cool.
did just donate $5
Can I
to
be
the
mean?
charity though, because let's go.
Nice.
I think everybody should be like Kaitlyn and donate to the charity right now if you haven't already. I'm kidding,
Let
but
me-
if
let me
you
go
can,
donate, let me go
obviously.
donate.
If you can.
Yeah, let's go donate, guys. Everyone, let's go donate if you can.
Right, Alex can just carry the podcast while we all go spend our money.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
I'm
talk about being lesbian.
Yeah.
okay. Time to call my IRL because she's actually a lesbian. Like, okay, so I guess first things first. What are some misconceptions people have about the lesbian identity or being a part of this community?
I can start. Not to worry.
Guys, I have
Okay.
no money on my PayPal account. I only have money on
Oh.
my Cash App.
Oh,
Anyway, back
Anyways,
to the question.
so, I think that a lot of people, have this perception. I know a lot of people have, I don't know how to word this exactly because I think it varies across wherever, but I think some people don't understand. I've had a lot of people in my chat who question, non-binary lesbians or what it actually means to be lesbian. I think some people online recently have considered lesbian to be an umbrella term. And so to clear that misconception up,
True.
lesbians are
is,
non-men who love non-men. It's not an umbrella term. Men can be lesbians. Don't misunderstand because pronouns don't equal gender, so the he, him lesbians are valid. They, them
I'm
pronoun
here,
lesbians
baby. I'm
are
right
valid.
here.
Neo pronoun user lesbians are valid.
No.
And so I think just to clear that up right off the bat, lesbian
Also-
is not an umbrella
yeah.
term. It's not.
Also, AMAB lesbians, you all are so great, and I love you.
True. I think a lot of people disrespect trans lesbians as well. I personally am a trans lesbian. I'm non-binary. And I think sometimes non-binary and trans lesbians in general get left out of lesbian activism and stuff. So that's a frustrating misconception that I see a lot on the internet.
Yeah.
I think lesbians are often excluded from pride things in general.
They
Or
are,
speaking on a little bit about rainbow capitalism, a lot of brands use the wrong flag for whatever reason. If you guys don't know, the correct flag is the sunset flag. It's really that simple. It has the orange shades at the top, the pinks at the bottom. Don't use the lipstick flag. There it is. Look, literally, we have a visual
Look at it. Everyone spam it in chat. Spam it
demonstration.
in chat, everyone.
It is a bit.
I'm spamming my curious cat. Ask questions. Anon is on, so if you guys would like to stay anonymous, please do.
Yeah.
And if questions I deem are bad enough, I will not read them.
yeah.
True.
Yeah. Kaitlyn, back to the first question. What do you think are misconceptions about being a lesbian?
I think like some misconceptions, like there's like the stereotypes of the like lesbians are like very manly and like it's
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
yeah,
that's
or
fair.
like present like masculine, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
Or like how they all like assume that we all are just like buff women that like want to punch you. I mean, I like punching people as a joking game, but
I'm a competitive kickboxer, so yeah, I
True.
can't speak.
Yeah.
for
When you
that.
call me
wow.
a mean lesbian, you better put a space in it because I'm not mean because I'm lesbian. I'm just mean.
True. Guys,
Valid.
Mintz actually bullied me about a half hour before this cast. So,
I mean, I might
Yeah,
have.
I think that
You don't know
definitely
that?
stands.
You
Now,
actually
here's
can't
the
prove
problem.
it, so...
Here's the problem with this. 2 out of 3 of us fully apply to that stereotype.
We're not proving it wrong.
We're not.
Also, I should
We're not.
specify, I like wholesome, I make wholesome content.
I
At 1 in the
don't.
morning, I don't make wholesome content. For the
I like
most
yelling
part.
at
I
people
just
in
don't in
video
general.
games. I'm a competitive esports player. I'm
Mm.
not
I
a
think
nice person.
more on your misconception, that's actually like the root of some of like the hey mamas jokes
Yeah.
that were so
I'm
common
really not.
just a couple
I
months
died
ago.
to a zombie in Minecraft, actually.
Oh.
So it should be specified that hey mama's jokes are,
Not
you
funny.
know,
You're
not
not funny.
funny. You're not
Yeah.
funny. It's meant to whatever, like, be in reference to, I use this really hesitantly, butch lesbians, or, you know, whatever, who have different, whatever. It's not a joke that non-lesbians can make. I don't know how many times I have to clear this misconception up. I've talked about this a lot in terms of lesbophobia in this community, but it feels like every time a new person joins this fandom, they see, you know, whatever, like, hey mama's jokes, and they're like, that is peak humor. That is hilarious. I'm going to make that
Yeah.
joke.
Well,
And
there's
it's not
also-
funny.
I don't remember who, but they always used to call me a hey mom as lesbian, and I was like, I'm just here. Please just let me be. Like I don't even remember why or who. I'm just like, can you just let me be? I'm just myself. I'm not whatever this hey mom as lesbian is or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
also,
Yeah, I
I'm
think that's
sorry.
No, I think that's an important topic that, you know,
Yeah,
you
I
brought up and
agree.
stuff. I think people that try to assign, you know, like butch slash
Term.
femme relationships within
Oh
lesbians,
my
it's sort
god,
of
true.
it sort of perpetuates gender roles in relationships, even lesbian relationships, which is harmful in general. So that is just in and of
Also
itself.
because I think lesbianism in general relies a lot on like gender nonconformity at this point
Mhm. Yeah.
as well. Like I feel like establishing gender. This is also just like coming from like me, like a he, they lesbian, like a they, he, lesbian, whatever. You know what? I don't even know how to say my own pronouns. We're gonna move on from that. So I feel like especially because like being like non-binary is also a lot more common in the lesbian community like now, I think, than a couple like years ago. That like gender nonconformity is very like rooted in lesbianism, I think.
Yes.
If you
And
could correct me on
important.
that.
No, I agree entirely. I agree. It's you know, I think for a lot of lesbians now, there's in online spaces, there's more room to explore your identity as a lesbian. I know before I came out as non-binary, I didn't know that I was, but then I saw people who, you know, clarified what you know being a lesbian is, and like how that, you know, aligns with gender nonconformity and stuff, and it all came together.
Can I say something? I don't want to like interrupt anyone.
No, please do.
But like I used to also be really confused about like, you know, the whole like he, him, they, them, lesbian. And it took me a while to like understand it and like get it. And then like I understood it and I felt like, okay, that makes more sense than like what other people were telling me because they were like, yeah, it's this and not it's this and not that. And I'm like, oh, okay. I agree with you because I never heard like the other side. So, and then there was like that, and then I had a recent like thing with one of my real life friends on Lesbian Visibility Day. I posted about how lesbian did, and then they proceeded like post about me like behind my back and like say about how I was wrong and stuff. And when I confronted them, they're like, "No, you're wrong. Dude, they don't exist." And I'm like, okay. They do, but go off, I guess, and then I block them. And if I ever see them in real life, joke. I'm not actually gonna beat anyone up, but you know.
No, you
I
should.
Do it.
I'm not
We're encouraging you to.
We encourage it.
I'll beat them up.
Yup.
Yep.
Yup. Oh yeah, everyone spam exclamation point ask send questions to my CC. Except death
Ye-
threats.
Yeah, don't send those. Or
Yeah.
I'll
I mean,
actually beat
if
you
you
up.
want to, if you really want to, I don't really care.
I mean,
But
it's cute, but
It's
it's not
cute,
really.
kind of.
Yeah, it's it exposes your true personality, which is we don't like you, but it is what it is.
Or also, if you just want to send stuff in chat too, that's perfectly fine.
yeah,
Wi-Fi is like
Yeah.
patchy.
I'm keeping an eye on chat, kinda. It's
Yeah.
going okay.
See you.
Do you have any misconceptions that you want to talk about? How do you say your name?
It's
Is it
Air.
Air? Okay, Air.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly, I think you guys summed it up a lot, but also I think in general that like I've noticed a pattern. A lot of people saying like a lot of like negativity towards lesbians comes when younger people come out. Like, is that like I think that's something that I've specifically noticed. And I think it's also a critically online take, unfortunately, but a lot of like younger people when they come out as lesbian get a lot more like blamed for it, I guess. Is that the right word to use? I don't really know.
I'm trying to think how to word English.
Also, I am keeping a close eye on chat. I see you, flower pot, with 2 underscores. I am watching you guys. So,
I do. I see it too.
Yeah.
If Kaitlyn wants to talk about this a bit more, they can, or I can tune in. Either one.
I
Or
had
me.
something to say.
You've got this.
It was like
That's-
something. No, not right now. I guess I can't remember.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I think in online
calling out
spaces.
chat, I am Uncle Door. I
True.
am.
Let's call out some lure. I'm kidding. That's bad stream etiquette. I would never call. Nope. I'm a good streamer.
Well-
Welcome everybody. I think coming out in general for younger LGBTQ plus people on the internet, it's both. The internet has both made it easier and harder all at once. I think that a lot of people are, treated as though, maybe their coming out journey isn't valid. But also the internet is a great resource for, different identities, and I wouldn't have even known about half the identities that I know of if it weren't for the fact that I did research on
Yeah.
things like that. So it's a blessing and a curse in a lot of ways. I sincerely believe that sometimes, younger LGBTQ plus people, it's all messed up now. They turned their camera off and now it's scuffed. It's okay.
I'm
They'll
Mince,
come
guys.
back
I'm
to me, yeah.
Mince.
I'm actually Kaitlyn, so I'm talking as.
I'm
so-
Mince.
Scuffed.
So,
I know if I
disclaimer-
change it now,
yeah,
it's just gonna go
disclaimer,
back.
Uncle Door, no. Disclaimer, Uncle Door is not me. Disclaimer, Uncle Door is not
It's
me.
actually me. I'm kidding. I would never miscredit my clout. You guys have to know.
It's
that
no
I
longer
told my
scuffed,
sisters to
hey.
follow me.
No, I'm
Yeah.
back. I'm back.
Um,
Wait. Is that to quickly do something? We should be all good though.
I'm
Sorry
gonna
about that.
check. I'm
You're
checking
good.
my CC, guys. Alright, can
Alright.
we clarify the definition of lesbian? Wait, is this controversial opinion? Bi, pan,
men's.
okay. Bi and pan lesbian. Alright, if you are a bi lesbian or a pan lesbian, not bisexual or lesbian, bi lesbian or pan lesbian, get out of here. We don't want you here.
Vouch.
I think I
Plus
talked
one.
about this under the misconceptions because I made a thread about this the other day because it was really frustrating. Lesbian is not an umbrella term and hasn't been for a long time. However, it was an umbrella term at one point, but that is something that as a community we have switched. Now there are umbrella terms if you identify as WLW/NBLW, such as sapphic and things like that of that nature, that are specifically designed to be umbrella terms. However, if you are bi/pan, you can be attracted to men. If you are lesbian, you cannot be attracted to men. The split attraction model
Unless
only
compet.
works
Compet
for
works.
aro ace.
Compet is understandable.
Yeah, compat is valid. The split attraction model for lesbians is designed for aro ace individuals. I am an ace lesbian. I experience both a lack of sexual attraction and also I, romantically speaking, am attracted to non-men. So if you consider yourself to be a bi-pan lesbian, it cancels itself out. because
Yeah.
lesbians are specifically non-men who are attracted to non-men.
I'm not good at math, but I can do that math.
It's, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't
I just want to
require, I
ask,
think,
can the
yeah.
anon in my, or can anyone like answer, what is an M-spec lesbian? I just got asking about that. I just got asked about it.
If it's a non-man, like if it's some, I don't
Masculine?
understand.
What's M-spec?
Mm.
Can Anon
My-
please explain what
I
M-spec
found-
is?
My
I just
guess
found
would be
something.
like masculine, but not male identifying.
I
I
found
mean,
the
then
definition.
yeah,
if you don't-
then that's fine, but I don't know what M-spec
I
is.
can read
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna look up what M-spec is before I say anything.
Yeah.
You are not a man.
I just found the definition. I can read it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone
go ahead.
identifies an M-spec. Wait, hold on. An M-spec, a multi-gender attraction. Wait, to others than just lesbians. What?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just
Okay,
about
so
to read.
basically bi lesbians. What?
I don't understand the identity fully, so I really don't want to speak on it.
I don't want to say
Huh?
anything. I don't
Yeah.
want to say
understand
anything
it.
that I don't understand. fully.
Apparently, I just looked it up. It falls under
Oh,
bi
yes.
pan lesbians.
Yeah, right here.
So
As bisexual lesbian.
I don't
Then I
know.
made my perspective
Yeah.
known on bi-pan lesbians.
Yeah.
I will say
you
it a
guys
million
know my
times.
perspective.
It has
Yeah.
not been an umbrella term for a long time. If you have a preference, it is not only lesbophobic to say that you are lesbian as a bi/pan person, it is also invalidating to bi-pan individuals, because what you are saying is that bi-pan individuals cannot have a preference without needing to identify something like lesbian. That is inherently both bi/panphobic and also lesbophobic. I think as a community, lesbians voice their discontent with the concept of bi-pan lesbians a lot, but you have to realize that it also goes both ways. I've talked to many bi/pan people who have also expressed the same view as me about this issue. It's not a matter of lesbians wanting to gatekeep, because I hate seeing people saying it's, oh, you're just being gatekeepy. It's not. It's a matter of me just, it's so rude.
Yeah.
I just got so heated about that. I'm sorry.
No,
I mean,
it's
I can
okay.
understand why, because it
Understandable.
seems like it's trying to be. It seems like it's just trying to act as a razor.
It is.
It's
Speaking
invalidating.
speaking of erasing, let's talk about how big companies, aka Mints, I think you brought this up before the show, about how like rainbow capitalism consistently like invalidates and erases lesbianism, and I want to expand on that. So does Pride
Yep.
as an event, because I swear every single Pride you can go to, you can look, lesbian flags don't have them. They don't anywhere. I
wish.
think I've seen one lesbian pride flag at Pride in the 5 years I've been keeping up with it.
Yeah.
At least in my area. That's at least in my
Yeah,
area.
I remember when I still thought I was a cis lesbian. I remember because I genuinely thought that's what I was at the time. I felt so left out because like there was nothing at Pride. Like what the hell?
They're really, yeah.
I've never been to Pride before, so I can't speak as somebody
No,
who's
I
been
haven't.
to
I haven't either.
a
But I live at areas that are very close to Pride.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I used to go to Pride every year.
I wish.
I went to Pride once, and it was like a long time ago, and I don't even remember anything. Like yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I think
I wish I could speak more on that, but I can't.
I think as a community, when we celebrate Pride Month, a lot of the time lesbians are excluded from the discussion, even though I think a lot of people need to recognize that it's POC trans people and lesbians who pioneered Pride as we know it today. And so I think if you're going to leave lesbians out of the discussion, then it's generally invalidating to the event as a whole, because it sort of misaccredits the roots of Pride and everything. And,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think POC lesbians are also excluded from lesbian activism a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I think it's not just white lesbians, and we need to consider the fact that there's a
I feel
wide
like
variety
this
of people.
is the hottest of takes, I believe. But I feel like, you know how cottagecore lesbians were a thing heavily on TikTok?
Sort of. Yes.
You know how they were like shown as like a huge like aesthetic? That catered to the centralism of cis white lesbians. And I'm
Yeah.
not going to take that back.
Sorry.
I think more on the
It
cottagecore
did.
thing as well. I entirely agree that it furthers the narrative that of normalizing cis white lesbians as the
Also,
lesbian normality.
cottagecore set back the lesbian community back like a solid 4 years.
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
really?
Listen, I think I talked about this on a stream one time. I think
I
as a
think you
lesbian,
did.
it felt so invalidating to see that the general consensus of what a lesbian is fits into, whatever archetypical like stereotypes, and you have to be, if you're a lesbian, like you have to be a cottagecore lesbian or whatever. And so it made me feel a bit invalidated as a lesbian individual because I didn't really fit the cottagecore thing, and so I was like, am I, whatever, like everyone has this preconception of lesbians in this way, and so like maybe I'm wrong,
Mhm.
like maybe my perception of
Also,
myself is wrong.
so sorry. Yeah, so sorry to interrupt the stream. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
True, yes,
So,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry to interrupt the stream for that, but
No, I
No,
hope
you're
that
all
everyone
good,
will
you're all
take
good.
today
Oh,
to
okay.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
boost and raise Indigenous voices and everything and promote Indigenous creators.
True.
Yep.
Go do
So
that.
yeah.
Now, I also kind of wanted to let's talk about the underrepresentation of lesbians on Twitch as well, because all three of us are streamers, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, there's so little of us. That's why the Hearth SMP, which everyone go follow the Hearth SMP, or is it?
Ouch.
Yes.
Am I pronouncing right? I believe so.
Yeah, it's the Hearth SMP.
Hearth,
We're an
yeah.
all lesbian, new lore based SMP. We've gotten vouchers from Sniff, from Kentai, from Amesy, from Nathan. We've gotten so many vouchers from amazing people. We really just started. You can find us at Hearth SMP on Twitter. I have it in like my display name, so if you need to know how to spell it, just check out my Twitter. It's a really cool SMP, a lot of really talented lesbian creators and everything. I'm really lucky to be a part of it, and I think it really is the representation that lesbians need in the Twitch community.
I agree.
Because and more generally on lesbian representation and things like that. I think one of my goals when I started streaming was the fact that I didn't really have anyone like me growing up in the mainstream, and even when I joined this community, I didn't see anyone like me in the mainstream as a as a lesbian, and specifically as like a trans lesbian. So I think that all of us are just doing our best to put ourselves out there. It feels frustrating when everyone's like, let's boost lesbian voices, let's talk about these lesbian
y'all
issues, and then
boosted
you
lesbian
don't
voices.
show up at our
Voices.
streams.
If y'all
You
do
don't
boost
show up.
lesbian voices, right? And we appreciate it. Actually interact with us. I'm not trying to sound rude, but if you're gonna just use us as like a follow, we don't want you. Actually interact and support our content.
When we say support small streamers, show up to the streams, be in the
Show
chats.
up. Be in chat. True.
I answer all DMs, so if you want to have a conversation with me, I will literally respond.
I
If
trust
you
you.
send
My
me
DMs
death
right
threats,
now
I
are full
send
of
them back.
people telling me I'm trash at Minecraft and that I'm like
Oof.
I'm never gonna get into MCC for some reason. So if I don't see your DM right now, it's because I still have to filter through my DMs. I'm so sorry.
If I don't see
Yikes.
your DM right now, it's probably because my phone's at what percent? 5%.
And if I don't see your
Uh-oh.
DM right now,
Well-
it's probably because I'm right here.
No,
I'm
I have a
also-
tab open for Twitter. I'm checking it.
Oh, I have Twitter on my phone right now.
I think a lot of people
now,
put
current
themselves
event.
out. Oh yeah.
No, you talk first. I
Okay.
like a glitch. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I think what's frustrating, and I'm not gonna be specific about anything, but it's sort of like us lesbian creators and other underrepresented LGBTQ plus creators. They put themselves out there. We all spend so much of our days. I can't count the number of hours and tweets I've sent just putting myself out there, and then not only am I met with backlash in those tweets that I advertise myself as a trans ace lesbian, from people saying, I don't need to know about your identity, like I need to know about your content, even though this community is the same one that's like, we need to boost blank voices, we need to boost blank creators, and then I say, oh wait, I'm a blank creator, and I suddenly get, oh, you're not, whatever, like that's, you're not, you don't need to put that there, you need to actually focus on your content, I need to know about you, not your sexuality or gender identity.
Yeah, and about that, I've back to current event as well, and also you're completely right. Like the second you say, "Oh, I'm this creator and I do this content, and I would really like to have like be like good representation for this community that I'm a part of," it's so bad. Like
They're
I
like,
swear.
they say like, who cares? I'm like, you did. You just asked for me to like
Yeah.
promote myself.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. Especially, you know what? One thing I will say, whatever it's about, and I think that this is inherently lesbophobic, in specifically related to lesbians. It feels like a lot of those tweets of I don't need to know about your identity, I need to know about you. Tweets, a lot of those tweets came after there was a lot of lesbophobia in the community, and then
Which,
we tried to
yeah.
turn a really bad situation. I don't know if I can curse or not, so I'm just gonna bad situation into something positive for us. We tried to, as lesbian creators who felt invalidated and hurt by this community, we tried to put ourselves out there and make something good out of something bad. And then suddenly we get, we get subtweeted, we get negative subtweeted, like, oh, I don't need to know about you being. Ugh.
Before us as a community intervened, this is actually how Mince and I like met on Twitter, there was a solid like month and a half straight, like 6 weeks every single day of lesbophobia. And I brought this up so much. Like if anyone was there, like for a Twitter space that we all had, there was a lot of people there. Like I was genuine. You guys heard me crying on that space, right? It was every single day for 6 weeks straight. And has it lessened? Sure. Did it stop? No.
No.
And everyone, no, you know what? No. Everyone's like, haha, we're all gay here. Yeah, show some respect for us then.
Yeah.
Like, it made me so mad. Like, it made me so mad because everyone was like, this is like not like when creators are doing like, how many of you are LGBT? And we're all like, yeah. We're supposed to stick together.
Yeah. I shouldn't feel invalidated in a community where we're meant to feel safe,
Yeah, we shouldn't feel
So-
invalidated in a community where we are the first letter.
Literally, I think I saw someone tweet about that earlier. In relation to
I did too.
it was
Dance
I think it
credits
was
to
about
that
the same
tweeter.
situation. It was so
Dance credits to that
freaking
tweeter.
funny. It was so funny. It was like
we are
how are you gonna forget the first letter?
Not this. We are the no. Hello, it's LGBTQIA. Oh my God, lesbians are following me. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh my god. Any lesbians in my following?
Speaking of TikTok, actually, I have a cult of lesbians on TikTok. I think about 700 to 800 of my followers in the past month are all lesbians.
I'm gonna join. I'm gonna join your cult.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something that I was thinking about. So, most of you might probably know, like the Lover Host show. I was thinking about it. I'm like, has there ever been just like a No, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, there isn't. There's been like,
there isn't.
You know what I can say about that too? Is that if there was, I can guarantee you it would be over-sexualized. I mean, when you look at Instagram, I think somebody posted the screenshots of Instagram and like also on Reddit as well, of like, if you look up lesbian, it's all sexual. There has to be a Reddit a subreddit for actual lesbians, because the lesbian Reddit subreddit right now is all sexualization. It's
and
so
Tumblr,
bad.
And Tumblr.
Like, tell me why we need an actual lesbian subreddit. Tell me where that makes sense. Tell me why my identity should be over-sexualized. Especially as an ace lesbian, it's so frustrating to feel like my, romantic identity is sexualized, considering that's literally invalidating to the other side of my identity. It's frustrating. Especially, there's so many young lesbians. Ugh.
Dude, I came out when I was 12.
Yeah.
Right? Because here's the thing. I quite literally was raised on the internet, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. My bros, to be honest. I was
Yeah.
like 8 or 9. Let's go, right? I came out at like 12 actually, and you know what? If my mom was up, I'd get her in here. She can confirm it, you know? And it's I've been out for like years. I actually turn 15 very soon. So, I'm the youngest here too as well, which I can provide a lot of online takes that
Yeah.
here as well. But
Yeah, I'm too
I
old
look
to
up.
provide
I'm like
online.
Oh my
critically
gosh.
online takes from a teenager. Let's go.
I'm still a
Anyway, so
teenager.
True.
So
True.
sad for
True.
me. I'm still
But
18. Listen, Aaron. Listen. I've still
mm-mm,
got some
pushing
years.
it. You're pushing it. You're pushing it, Mints.
My
Anyway,
back. I'm sorry. Ow, Jesus. I know.
yeah. Ouch. Get
Deal
in
with
the
my
wheel.
arse.
Get in the
Oof.
nursing home. Get in the nursing
Yeah.
home.
My bad.
I'll get you all set up, don't worry. Do you want me to bring you some soup? Or like
Yeah,
Do
that
you
would be
want? Do you want me to
nice.
get you on
Thank
the?
you.
Do you want me to
Okay.
get you on the? Yeah. Sorry. Get in the
Thank you,
nursing home.
guys. That's so nice of you. Thank you.
Anyway, which I'll touch on that in a second. But I go the second I go to look up, I can poke my mic with a paintbrush. That's cool. Anyway, so I go to look up. I go to look up like safe spaces because I really wanted that as a kid. Like it was just something I really wanted. Every single thing, naked woman. Now, was I complaining? No. Yes. No at the same time. Like consecutively yes and no. Yes, because I was 12.
Yes, of course.
I was a 12-year-old child, and like that's the first thing you see is like people just like making out. It's like kind of it's the worst, to be honest. It sucks. I hate it. And you know what? The cottagecore lesbians did kind of just like stop the over sexualization, I guess.
A
But it
little bit.
also came with a new breed of lesbophobia. I think can we ever win, to be honest?
I know. And
I
also,
don't
like, why is it like you see a nature aesthetic and your first instinct is to be like, oh, that is a lesbian cottagecore thing right there. That
What?
person who made it
Yeah.
must be lesbian.
Like what?
Yeah.
When it like what? There's a
Mhm.
bunny outside. Cottagecore lesbian. It's a
No, the
bunny.
amount of animals I've seen that were called a lesbian. Like,
I can joke and call
no.
something a lesbian that isn't. You
Yeah.
random non-lesbian in the chat, you can't call anything that is not a lesbian a lesbian. Let me just
Yeah.
make that really clear right now. I can
Oh, hold on.
laugh at
Hold on.
blank is a
Someone said what?
lesbian
Someone
jokes.
said what in chat? Someone said what in chat?
No. I was
No
saying
one.
in
No.
like as a PSA.
Oh, I was about to say. I was literally about. It's. Yeah. Yeah, Psychic Mouse. It is. It is.
I agree.
All the jokes calling Gianna a cottagecore lesbian. I'm not going to speak on that because I made those jokes.
I don't even
we are lesbians. We can make jokes about
ourselves.
a man being a lesbian, and I don't
Yeah,
want to see
cottagecore is a cute
anyone
aesthetic in general.
invalidating
All
a
right,
lesbian
cottagecore is
for
a
making
really
those
cute
jokes.
aesthetic in general. Like it's cute. I like it. The second y'all turned it about lesbians is when it just ruined it for me because I really liked it. I was like, oh, this is the cutest thing ever. I love it.
Also,
I'm a lesbian myself. Yo,
Yo, you're so
you're
cool and
cool.
valid. Oh my god.
You're cool. Why can't people listen to us and not speak over us? All right.
I had-
Speaking of that,
Actually,
go Caitlin. Go Caitlin. Go.
Yeah, that was something actually it was sort of gonna bring up is like when we talk about an issue, everyone is like, yes, talk about your issues, yes, do that. And then like suddenly talking about it and they're like, well, there's this. And they're like not lesbian. And you're just like, I'm talking about issues I experience. It's great that you're trying to help, but don't speak over me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And also
So
don't invalidate lesbians' feelings and like don't
Yeah.
weaponize lesbians' feelings either. Like if you're mad at somebody,
Agreed.
your first instinct shouldn't be to be like, "Oh, hey, look, here is this person being lesbophobic 7 years ago." And it's like, what? You just
Like-
resurfaced that to hurt lesbians to get us to talk
Mhm.
about it because you're
Yeah.
mad at this content
Yeah.
creator. Especially when it's a non-lesbian who digs it up. It's frustrating.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because they want to seem like a savior. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
it's
not gonna
appreciated. It's appreciated, but not needed.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not going to name drop, I promise. But someone held screenshots for I think 6 months of a creator's normal at the time normalized lesbophobic joke. It was normalized. I
It
know for a
was.
fact it was normalized. I was there. It was not. If it was 6 months, if it was like 9 months before that came out, it wouldn't have even been a problem. This creator would have been praised for it.
I know.
A non-lesbian waited 6 months because the creator deleted the messages to release it.
I know. It is so frustrating when it's not. I remember when that situation happened, I was frustrated in and of itself because that was like really at like the peak of those 6 weeks that we were talking about. And
Oh my
then
god.
suddenly
Also,
I see someone say,
Lesbian
"Oh yeah,
Visibility
that
Week was
was
the worst week ever.
when people listen." That was okay. I remember Lesbian Visibility Week, and I actually have
It
pretty
was
good
so
memories
bad.
of some of that for me because, for one, I would like to say as a community, you all should know right now, it was a week. It was not a day. All of you guys just tweeted about it for a day and then moved on. And actually, when you tweeted about it, you made it into drama. But it was
Yeah.
Lesbian Visibility Week. I saw so many people saying, "Oh, it's Lesbian Visibility Day," and then we weren't allowed to talk about it any other day that week. It was a week for starters. Two, don't make our week into a time for you to try to make it into petty drama. That was a time for us, our voices to be raised, not to be talked over. It was so frustrating to see how people talked over each other, and then, instead of actually supporting lesbian content creators. I mean, I was in a really amazing position given a larger creator who decided to go out of their way to boost me on that week. But a lot of lesbian content creators weren't so lucky. And instead of
Like myself.
this community boosting up, other lesbian content creators and like focusing on actually looking through threads that we had to put together for ourselves of lesbian content creators, instead of looking through those and showing up to
No,
those
y'all
streams,
just slapped
following
a
those
retweet
people,
on it and did nothing. Y'all
You
slapped a
guys
retweet on it for
made it into
numbers.
drama, retweeted a couple threads. It is so clear when I see a thread has like 300 retweets and there are some creators on it, and I look
They
through
have
their
like
following
150
counts
followers.
and they have like 150 followers. I know. And I know they
Yeah.
probably had most of those before they were put in that thread. So I'd say about 20 people probably followed them from that thread, and that is being so generous right now. As someone who's been on those threads, I can look in my chat on OBS and see just how many people followed me after a thread was created, because I know that they didn't. It's so
Mhm.
fucking- ugh. Yes.
There was so like with those like threads and stuff too. I understand like the you have the more you're boosted up in the thread, but you should probably scroll down in the threads a bit more because the people that don't have like thousands of followers are
Are usually
bit
a lot lower.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you should scroll down and
hello.
retweet or
There's a
like
lot of
those.
CCs. Okay, cool.
Okay, you can talk about this as well, or you can look at them while I.
Yeah, if you ever have a
I'm looking.
topic that you
I'm
want to
also
bring up,
scrolling on Twitter as well.
But,
I'll keep ranting about these thread issues. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
weird when you're like when someone puts out a
Guys,
thread.
don't
like,
ask me about the Hearth SMP. I'm not on it.
You can ask me about it. You can DM me on Twitter.
Ask Mince. I'm not on it. Although I wish. I didn't submit the application like a stupid idiot.
I was busy.
It was in my
as,
drafts.
as I was saying,
Yeah, okay.
like in these threads, do not just boost your friends, boost other people. I know it's great to boost your friends because that's what friends do, but make sure to look at other people. Scroll down.
Yeah.
Look
And
at
also
everyone.
this is to thread non-lesbian thread creators. Don't just rely on friends vouches. Don't rely on friend vouches. Like actually look for yourself, because I swear I was in like one thread. Like that's not like me being like, oh, you guys should have put me in there. Me and like a
Yeah.
ton of other lesbian creators were in one thread.
Yeah. It's
Like,
really
And that's because
discouraging, I think.
I DM'd the person to put me in it. Like, you guys need to like look up lesbian creators and like actually like look at their content and put them in it.
You know what I see a lot? Those listen, and I know that there are different levels of, promotion tweets, right? There
Yeah.
are some promotion tweets, and this is something that maybe it's a hot take, I don't really know. If you are a non-minority, or if you aren't in the minority that you're making the promotion tweet for, don't make the promotion tweet into blank CCs, like reply here and promo yourselves. I'll retweet. That is farming people for interactions. If you
Yeah.
are looking to put together a list of or go the extra mile to put together
Look us up
some
yourself.
sort of thing like that. You can put the time into it. I think somebody earlier today said, and I'm not going to quote, but they said that it's too difficult to find LGBTQ plus smaller creators. To which I would like to say once again,
Roll
that-
we
through the
put the
LGBTQIA
time
tag.
in. We do the
Yeah.
work. We do
We
the work to
stream
put
for
ourselves out there.
hours on end. We
All
make
it takes,
tweets, like
all it takes is looking for us. We put
Wasn't-
ourselves out there. We do the work. You have to do the work in order to find us. It takes no effort at all. Earlier today, we were looking on a space I was in for
Yeah, I was
a
there.
LGBTQ plus creator. It took 2 clicks to find somebody small. 2 clicks.
It was like, if
Oh,
you want
yeah,
to look on the
this piece
Twitch,
here.
I can.
There are literally identity
Yep.
tags now. If you're looking for
Yeah.
a small, like, let's say you're looking in particular for a lesbian creator, you can click on LGBTQ plus the tag. Then you can click
So,
on
you
lesbian
know,
the tag. It's that easy.
Wait, I can do
Speaking of
this.
that, Twitch
Yes.
suppresses people in the lesbian tag. I'm just gonna say.
They do. You don't get on the.
They do.
Listen, guys. As
I
somebody
went
who has
from
compared the
20
metrics,
average to 2 average. I went from 20 to
it
2.
doesn't get on the recommended page.
Look, guys, I'm
It
gonna
really
show
doesn't.
you how to find people. So what you do? Here's the Twitch homepage. You see it, and then
Mhm.
you go on to browse, and then you press filter by and type in whatever tags. You know, we're looking for lesbian. Click it. Look at
Look
that.
at that. Look at all those lesbian streamers that you can
Oh my
support right now.
gosh. Look,
So
there's
frustrating.
us. I'm right
It's
there.
so frustrating. And
Please
you know,
don't send CCs
arguably,
twice.
arguably, the which I know that some CCs have reported different things. I have seen a small amount of metric loss whenever I put on the tags, but I still put them on because I want to create a safe
Yeah.
space for people. You know, I want them to be able to look at my tags and see something that they identify with. So I'll
Mhm.
take the metric hit.
Yeah, me too.
And if that doesn't say anything, it says that I don't care so much about the numbers. I care about the community and
I
people
care about the
feeling safe and
people.
secure in the chat.
Yeah.
And, you know, for people to amount all of that effort and work from us into something that's too difficult to find, it's frustrating. It's really
literally
frustrating.
so simple. Like, you can just press a few numbers.
Yep.
It's not, sorry, I'm tired, but
But
I'm frustrated with all the off-topic messages in chat. I'm sorry, but I'm not really looking at chat. I believe that's in control of mints and mods, which there's actually a mod in BC who's doing really good. Theo, you're doing great.
Yeah.
It shows how much lesbophobia exists everywhere. It does, and it sucks. What kind of advice do you have for people that aren't a part of LGBTQ that would like to attend Pride as an ally? I don't. I don't suggest it. I really don't. Honestly,
Yeah.
like.
I mean, the only way I'd say, like, ooh, I'm probably far away from my mic, sorry. I'd say the only way is to probably to like attend as like an ally is if you're going with someone that is LGBTQ to like just accompany them, you know. Especially
Mhm.
that's like the only way. I mean, I'd say don't go just because you want to. Go to a company and support like someone you know, like your
Yeah.
friends. I think that I'd say that's the only way.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna stop you. It's not like I'm gonna show up and say no.
I'm not gonna gatekeep Pride, but
Yeah.
it's not my.
Keep it as an celebration for us if you can. And if you
Mhm.
do go, just be respectful. Easy as that.
True.
What can you do to help uplift lesbian voices and help more lesbian visibility? Well, you're watching us, so that's a good start. Thank you for being here. If you would
Thank
also
you.
like to uplift us, retweet, but not just retweet, like our tweets, interact with us. Although we
I'm
may bully
funny.
each other, we are nice. We
Show up to
swear.
our streams. Be in
Show
our
up to
chats.
streams. I'm
Watch our
loud.
streams.
If you would like a really good amount of loudness, there's a lot of us that exist that are very loud streamers, I think.
I am a
that's on the
chill,
whole-
Wait, can
wholesome
I?
streamer.
Can I
Yes.
interrupt?
until like past
Yeah.
midnight, I think.
So if you want to talk about like, you know, supporting lesbians and stuff, I am 2 followers away from 1,000 on Twitter. So
Go follow. Wait, hold on. Are we mutuals? Hold on. Are we mutuals?
I think so.
I have like 3 accounts I can follow you with.
I don't even
Yeah.
know my own commands. There we are. So, if you wanna, yeah, you don't have to, but I'd be happy. I make funny tweets. I tweet about lesbian issues. You know, I post pictures of myself. I like Love Live. So if anyone knows what Love Live is, I'm very much like that.
Curious Cat, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to talk about specific creators on this app, on the stream,
Yeah, I don't really see the point in talking about specific creators.
especially
I
ones who are
think-
lesbophobic.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think we can talk about, you know. Well, I don't know. Let me see. Put this in the chat. In the 1 second.
There's an elephant in the room that we could discuss without name dropping, but
I put it in the chat.
oh, that's actually I was gonna bring it up a while ago.
Okay, can we talk about it?
11 out of 40, and then 0 out of 11,
11 out of 40.
which is
0 out of 11.
27.5%. By the way, may I add?
Tell me where it makes sense. Listen, I ranted about this earlier. I was on a space with Amesy for like 2 hours ranting about this. I went, and Scott, I don't know if you guys saw, I made like a a thread about the MCC
Yes.
situation that Scott Smager replied to. You're not going to talk about the response in any way because again, there's no need to bring specific people into this. It's a general situation that represents a greater.
The only reason we're bringing
Oh,
up
that's
S
what you
Major
meant
is
by
because
left.
he made MCC. He made it. That's the only reason his name is
Yeah.
brought up, and that he
Yeah.
specifically responded. If
Yeah,
he didn't want to be
so-
talked about, he shouldn't have responded. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
As a
But-
situation, usually
Yeah.
I give MCC the benefit of the doubt 9 times out of 10 because I think that
True.
if we want to see more representation in most MCCs, it's something that we as a community can do better about boosting and supporting smaller LGBTQ plus creators. That's why usually it's like, whatever, whine about the same creators being in it every time and no general diversity, but I can take it in a normal month because whatever, it's fine. But this month, you can't tell
fine.
me it's because of
It's
the selection process, because our expectations for this MCC were already that the selection
Also,
process and everything would be different.
Streamers that
Yes,
were on
I
MCC. That I'm so sorry, but streamers that were on MCC beforehand were not on it this time. Who's to say you cannot do that?
The affiliate contract allows us to stream on YouTube as long as we're not doing it at the same time as we do on Twitch.
Partners
we can
are streaming on
multi-stream.
YouTube. Partners are streaming on YouTube.
Some partners can, it depends on
Yeah,
contracts, but we
Yeah.
affiliates can.
I'm not an
As long
affiliate,
as it's not at the
but
same
yeah.
time. Or, yeah, I mean, affiliated and non affiliated streamers, basically non partnered streamers, all non partnered streamers can stream on YouTube.
And the
And
amount
so,
of growth
you know.
that people have had because of MCC, please.
It's not even just about, well, I mean, it is. At the end of the day, like, there was
We
an
wanna
opportunity.
uplift the voices.
Yeah,
like-
for this MCC to be something that uplifted LGBTQ plus voices, but when it became a matter of this event was restricted in its inclusivity and diversity because of the contracts, that's when it became an issue for me. It became a matter of
And also that
talking
a
about the
prominent
contract first and
member
foremost.
of the community as a whole that is continuously talked over and just walked over like we're nothing was brought brought up. Wait. I'm sorry, I'm just reading my CCs, but like a community that has been easily walked over in the community your event is for, and you got 0 out of number one, 27.5% of those people were LGBTQ. Way too little. Should have been 100.
0% of them were lesbian.
True.
You can't spell LGBTQ plus without
You cannot.
L. It's
cannot.
the first letter. I don't understand. Listen, we do all of the work to put ourselves out there. We do
Yeah.
everything. We do so. I can't count the number of if you searched up on Twitter right now, Minecraft's lesbian, so many tweets would pop up of me just telling you, hey, I'm lesbian. These
Yeah.
underrepresented LGBTQ plus groups could have been represented, not to mention POC LGBTQ plus individuals, not
It
to
was like
mention
one,
the lack
right?
of
It was like
yeah.
one.
Yeah, not to mention the overall lack of diversity in the event. You're telling me that this was, and it's not about the larger LGBTQ plus creators that are not in it. I understand the whatever can't stream their first event, but there were smaller LGBTQ plus creators that could have
could.
streamed it. That
Yeah.
they could have put the work into finding.
Did you
Yeah.
know that 11 out of 40 is about 2.27%?
It's 27.5, I think.
It's
It's
27.5%.
27.5. I can't
Yeah.
count. So,
I just looked it up.
yeah, that's not a lot. That's like not a lot.
That's a
And
quarter and 2.5 pennies. Like,
yeah. What? Oh my gosh.
It's like at the end of the
Also,
day, and
I
you know,
wanna-
people can take this. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, do you? I don't know if this is a thing, but do you think that they could have made as much money as they think they're gonna make on YouTube if they streamed it on Twitch, even though
Uh-huh.
YouTube is like making.
My stance on it is that it's not, for me, it isn't about, like, I appreciate the
Yeah.
fact that they're getting a lot of money, but I read a thread earlier about it, and the Trevor Project is an American charity, and it's not international. And somebody made a thread describing how it's sort of a bit weird to see that the only charity that's being included in this event is the Trevor Project because of the
Yeah.
contract, and how if it had been extended to a wider variety of creators
It could
and
have been a
without
lot
you know,
more.
the exclusivity
Also, a lot of the
contract,
creators aren't even American.
yeah, it could have. They could have
Yeah.
done something like where they specifically looked at LGBTQ plus charities that support
Like the
specifically
charity that
POC
this stream is sponsoring.
individuals. You know, charities like the one that this one sponsors, which does cover international fights for human rights.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been an opportunity for creators to donate to a wider variety of charities. And I don't get me wrong, the Trevor Project is a great charity, and I'm glad that they're
They have so
giving
much
that
money.
much money to it. I have so much respect for
Mhm.
the charity, but it also just feels a bit like that's the only charity that's talked about, and so that's the
Yeah.
charity that goes.
Everyone, the results too.
Like, there's so
Yeah,
many more
yeah.
charities out there.
Oh my god. I got a question that is the most self-explanatory question, so I'm just gonna read it. Anonymous. If a lesbian and a heterosexual person are fighting about supporting a CC that is lesbophobic, are the opinions equal or not? I wonder if does 2 plus 2 equal 5? No. Does 2 plus 2 equal 4? No. What if I was the number
What?
2? If I say 2 plus 2 is 4 and you say 2 plus 2 is 5 and you're the number 3, who's in the right here? Exactly. Shut up. I'm
It's a
sorry.
really good analogy or
It
analogy.
is. I
Yeah.
know. I just came up with that. I literally just pulled it out
You're
of.
so
Oh my
talented.
I know, right?
You're good
Everyone
at this.
True.
follow right now.
I actually am.
Now it's a promo thing.
I'm the
Yep.
only one without my webcam on. I'm so sorry. But
No, you're beautiful.
actually, true.
True.
Thank you. I'm
You're
logging
welcome.
into Curious Cat on my computer. So
But
Okay.
yeah, I think on the topic, it's like, you know, as a community, I think two statements that can and should coexist are that A, this MCC could have been, if it's gonna be marketed as a pride event, and if they're gonna put the rainbow on the coin, if
Mhm.
they're gonna call it a pride event, actually feature a wider variety of underrepresented LGBTQ plus individuals. And what else can coexist is that we as a community need to do better about boosting LGBTQ plus creators to the mainstream. Tell me why I as a lesbian can feel frustrated and devastated not to see representation for my identity in the mainstream, because this community just it preaches all at once about lesbian issues, and it loves to use our feelings for drama, and then as soon as it comes to
Yeah.
actually supporting us on Twitch and on these platforms, nowhere to be seen. Nowhere.
I agree.
And if that sounds harsh, like, I'm sorry, but it's just true. I mean, it's, you know what, there are like 3 large creators that actually go out of their way to support us, and one of those is, you know, another LGBTQ plus streamer. You know, it's like
Mhm.
it's notable to see how people just don't talk about us. People, you know, generalize lesbians as mean. People even in
I
the
I
stand
am, but we don't
community
talk about that one.
put a space between mean and lesbian. I can be mean and lesbian, and it doesn't have anything to do. Because
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I
So,
agree.
I also think that like a lot what I think like people should like discuss like there's a lot of people saying that we're like that lesbians are trying to act like we have it so bad in this community. I've seen at least not even kidding 50 tweets about it that we act like we have it so bad in the community. Dude, it's not even just this community. I came
Yeah.
from a different fandom community, and some of my mutuals know this story. I was in a group chat specifically, and this is why I vow to never join a lesbian only group chat. And that is because I was in a group chat of just lesbians. The whole point was to be friends because we were all lesbians, and our community, and in the community I was in, being a lesbian was like the lesbians in that group chat were the only lesbians. And it is one of the biggest TV shows.
Interesting.
So, and there was like 12, 13 people in that group chat. Uh, so, well, I guarantee there were more, but they were all like anti non-binary lesbians, so we didn't like them anyway. But
Hmm.
yeah, and it every single day on this exact Curious Cat, I swear to God, the amount of threats I got, me specifically, I wasn't. It was kind of bad for everyone else, but me specifically for being number one, the youngest, number two, a lesbian. I got on average 28 threats a day.
Jesus.
And trigger warning, talking about rape, sexual assault, and death. The amount of rape threats I got in that CC as well. Let me remind you, at the time I was 13. Yeah. So
Really fucked up.
Yeah.
trigger warning is over, guys. You guys can unmute now. You can tell chat to unmute.
You're good.
But yeah, it was really bad. Like we're not saying this community is really not as bad compared to others, but the fact that we had to say it is not as bad is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if, like, for example, and also another thing I noticed, it's the same people talking about it. It is the same people stepping up to the plate saying, hey, this is a problem. Let's try and fix this. And then you guys diminish us like it's like we're just trying to make ourselves feel welcome.
Yeah, I as a content creator shouldn't feel like I am the only one talking about lesbian issues, you know? And
Yeah,
it's
Mince,
good sometimes to
you're
see how other
yeah.
people join the conversation, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make any sense that I'm the only one tweeting about this stuff sometimes. You
It's
know?
so refreshing to see like people that I haven't really seen before talking about this. That's why I was like so excited to see like Kaitlyn that you're here because I've never like seen you on the timeline before. So it's really refreshing to see like new people talking about this and Alex wanting to like care about and like give us a platform to talk about this. Like it feels so refreshing. And also Kaitlyn, you're great.
Mhm.
Like Mince
Yeah,
and I met through talking about lesbophobia.
that's actually
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I just don't
Yeah,
shut up about it.
like just me neither, honestly. It's like me, you, and like a few like other lesbian creators. It's not creator, like I guess like stands creators. It's the same ones of us. It's the same ones of us.
Yeah.
Like I'm noticing a pattern, and I don't really like it.
Yeah, I think also
Like
the way that as vocal lesbians, we are made to feel like we are
lesbians who don't want to be vocal about
overreacting.
this stuff. You're this doesn't apply to you.
Yeah, no, you're all good. But
You're all
like
good, and we love you.
those of us who are vocal, it's insane. Like it's so terrible like to see
It's
how
just
like the negativity that we get for being vocal about these issues is absolutely like disgusting to me
it
because
is.
we're given the I'm all those like they're funny for us, now we use them as like reaction pics, but like people who say now I understand why Stan Twitter hates lesbians, and like people who
Wait,
talk about
what?
lesbians as fucking this tweet. I use it as a reaction picture sometimes because I
Send it
think
to
it's
me.
actually
Send it
very
to me.
funny.
Send it to me.
I'll send it to you after the stream for
Okay.
sure. But like people who make these statements like, oh yeah, lesbians are all mean, and lesbians on here, they're all self-centered, or they don't actually have it hard. Like I literally had to make a tweet, and for years the lesbian emote on Twitch was the lipstick flag
Yes.
until weeks ago. I made a tweet in when was
I
it? Like a couple
remember.
weeks ago. I made a tweet
Mhm.
and
That's how I
hey,
found you, actually.
Twitch, get your act together. Like, what are you doing? Why is this not the sunset flag? This is lesbophobic. I cannot count the number of replies I got of people being like, you should just be glad that you have an emote. You should just be glad that, they're considering you like this. You're ungrateful. You're annoying. People being lesbophobic in my DMs. People being lesbophobic in the replies. And I ended up getting mass reported that day. So I got restricted on Twitter the day that I tweeted it. Well, the day after I tweeted it, when it was really picking up traction. Luckily, I
Yeah.
got signal boosted enough by larger creators that I remember I was streaming when they replied to me, when Twitch replied to me about the emote.
Oh, I was
And-
watching it. I was
yeah,
watching it. I remember this.
Really? I think I cried that day. It was really nice to see a change, but I remember just how hopeless I felt the night before they changed it. The night before I changed it, I remember I opened up the tweet, I looked at the replies. There were a lot of people being nice and being like, Twitch, like, oh my gosh, change this. Like, what the, like, what? Why? But there was also like a large amount of people who were, just being really rude
Yeah.
and stuff. And I think, I'm an adult, I can take it. But I can't imagine how it feels to be a young person, a young lesbian on Twitter or on the internet and see people
Dude,
who
it's so
identify the
bad.
same as you, who are vocal about
It's
these issues,
so bad.
Yeah.
and how they're
Especially
treated.
because I've been extremely vocal about this stuff since I was 12. Like when I came out, like I immediately jumped it on being like really vocal about stuff. I swear to God that I've said this so many. I swear to God so many times. Anyway, moving on. The amount of stuff I get in like wherever there's an anonymous platform, the amount of stuff I get. And I guarantee some of these people are my mutuals. I guarantee it. But not now, not currently. I'm not talking about my current mutuals. I'm talking about my mutuals from this old fandom I was in. I'm honestly
Bet.
just gonna dox the fandom. It was Criminal Minds Twit, if you wanted to know.
Really?
Yeah. But like it was so bad. Like and then people also knew that I was 13 and they used that to their advantage.
Oof.
It's fucked up.
Nice.
It's messed up. That's really, really messed up.
And like yeah, like literally coming out because you saw your identity on your internet and realized that it fit you. Going to look up more about your identity to feel comfortable. See the worst stuff on the internet. Deciding, hey, I'm usually a really outspoken person. I'm gonna use that to my advantage to talk about this stuff. Getting
Yeah.
literally attacked in DMs and tweets and stuff. I quit Twitter. I come back. Same old, same old. Over and over again. Like, and now I kind of understand why lesbians aren't vocal about it. Like, I understand why there's like people who aren't vocal about it because it sucks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like if it's like sometimes I even wish that I didn't talk about it because it's like
It's like, yeah.
yeah.
I get what you're
But
saying.
sometimes I'm
That's-
so glad I talk about it. Like it depends.
Yeah. It's also like it's like that feeling of like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I talk about this. People are agreeing. People like you see like the happy stuff and you're like, woo, people are agreeing, woo.
Yeah, I
And
thought people listened to us in that space. I really
it,
did.
yeah,
I
and then
thought
you
people
see the other
listened.
things, and then you see the bad things, and you're like, well, maybe I should have just like not said anything. And then
Mhm.
you feel sad.
Yeah.
Again, I'm gonna bring up this space because it was probably like the moment for me I realized that no one listens. There were thousands of people who had listened to that space at a point in time. And Mince, you were there, you know this. It was
Yeah, I remember.
3-4 hours long. Like so many of us like showed so much vulnerability on that space. So many of us. Like I cried, someone else cried. Like we were then 2 days later, not even 2 days, something happens. And it's boost lesbian creators, there were 7 spaces talking about lesbophobia. The fact that there was 1 is bad, but there are 7.
People like
Yeah.
to use our issues to their benefit, but when it comes
Mhm.
down to actually supporting us,
And
nowhere.
non-lesbians made the spaces.
That's
Mhm.
annoying.
Alex, this doesn't apply to you. You're doing
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I'm really, like, honestly, I just want to take a second to say that I'm thankful for the platform that you all have given us today to talk about
Thank
this.
and Rambu Lovebots. Thank you
Yes,
so
thank
much.
you guys
Yeah,
so much.
thank-
I really
yeah.
Honestly.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Lovebots, for letting me give them this platform. and
We
being
are
able
just
to help.
talking and being
Appreciate it.
very vocal
Yeah.
lesbians.
Yeah.
The very, very vocal lesbians.
Very
Hello.
vocal, very loud lesbians.
Yep.
Yeah. The lesbian that's gotten a couple of noise complaints for talking about this stuff.
True. It's 2
Yeah.
in the morning and I am not stopping.
Me neither. We can go till 4 a.m. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm streaming when I wake up, so whenever I'm gonna set my alarm for like 9:30 or something and stream.
Nice.
I work tomorrow, so there's me.
If I
Wow.
stream before you, I'm raiding you.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my
wait,
gosh.
can I talk about when the whole you know, English language, I got this.
You got
When I
this.
was when I was thinking about, remember earlier with like the lover host stuff, I was like sort of
Yeah.
just looking on Twitter. I'm like, do lesbians even exist? Because there was like
Do
no
do
like
we even exist besides our own little tiny circle?
yeah, because I was like looking and I was looking and then I found Mints and I'm like, Mints is so cool. And then I followed Mints and now I'm here. And I'm so happy because I got to meet so many other lesbians because apparently we do exist. Despite
do.
capitalism saying we
Yeah,
don't.
there are
Alright,
seriously
I'm
several,
checking
and
my
I wish
indirects. If
I
y'all
wish I could
indirected me, you
take
better watch out.
time-
I'm checking it.
I wish I could take the time to shout out every lesbian content creator that I know
Me too.
because each and every one of them is seriously amazing, and it's frustrating to see sometimes how they are spoken over or how they are not seen. I'm really lucky to have a platform, and like I always say, like I'm going to use it to talk about these issues and to bring light to a lot of the lesbophobia that we face as a community, and I will continue to do so. But you shouldn't just listen to me, you know? Like obviously I tweet a lot about it and I talk a lot about it, but like it's just as important to watch other lesbian streamers and stuff like Kaitlyn and Air, and to support other lesbians. Obviously, like I said, I talk about this stuff, but there are so many other lesbians that this community could do better about supporting. And I wish, I don't want to like start naming names and then not name somebody because that would feel absolutely
Yeah.
terrible. But there are several threads. It takes, like I said earlier, we do the work, we put ourselves out there. It's up to you as a community to find us and to raise our voices because that is not our responsibility. We did the work. We put the work in every single day. And you guys can do some work too. Please, I beg you.
put so much work in. So much. It's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been working as much as because I am under 18, so I can't work a lot. But I've been working as much as I can because I want to get more like money so I can upgrade my computer and make my streams as good as I can. Like
We're MacBook streaming in here. What do you mean?
I mean, you got this.
I streamed 2 hours before a final.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah, was
passed it.
streaming during
I passed
I
it.
remember finals week. It was like I started streaming right before finals season at my university, and so then like I got started. Everything happened really quickly, and then I was still in college, and so it was a lot. It was a lot to keep up with. Because I'm an
Oh
old
my-
lady and I'm in college.
Yeah, you are old, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
let's-
I'm gonna be a senior as of
I'm
August.
a freshman. I'm a freshman in high school. This is
My back.
great.
Also, I'm using OBS Studio and I hear all the follows. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm hearing them
I
too.
don't
Thank
hear
you
you guys. I don't hear any follows. I'm really sorry.
I had to mute all mine.
Wow. Imagine
Okay,
that
the
must be a
analogy I
rough
made
life,
about
dude.
2 plus 2 equals 5. Okay, someone asked me to explain the analogy I made about the 2 plus 2. Okay, let's imagine I am the number 2. Alex, I'm using you in the example.
Okay.
Alex is the number 3. I say 2 plus 2 equals 4. Alex says 2 plus 2 equals 5. I am 2. Alex is 3. Who do you think is right in this situation? I am 2. I know for a fact that 2 plus 2 equals 4 because I am 2 and I know how I work. Alex is 3, not 2, saying that 2 plus 2 equals 5.
Yeah.
Basically, we know what creators say about our community and what harms us because we are that community,
Yes.
not an outsider.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of non-lesbians, whenever non-lesbians speak over us, it's so frustrating. It
I'm used to
happens
it.
every time. I don't want to have to be used to it.
Yeah,
So,
me neither.
Yeah. I
it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I know that earlier today even,
So
lesbians were
thank you,
trying
by the
to
way.
voice.
So called us all hot, by the way.
That is
Slash
so
platonic.
true. We really
We
are.
are. I
We
sent a
really
picture of
are.
myself to the replies because I'm the only one without a webcam.
Um, and it's like when we speak about our experiences and stuff, we can explain what we are uncomfortable with, what we do, our perspectives, and instead of inserting your non-lesbian voice into it, you should be boosting our voices. Simple
Mm-hmm.
as that.
I agree.
There you go.
Also, I feel like there's like there's I don't really know how to phrase this, but there's so much like I guess like stuff that people just like will like take as like, oh, it's not a big deal when it like people don't understand how much it hurts like a community, I think.
Yeah, like I remember earlier today, I was made to feel like by talking as a lesbian who was hurt by the team announcements, I was trying to be a pick-me, and I was attempting to insert myself into MCC because, quote, I was unhappy that my faves weren't put in a team together. And it was so frustrating
My
because as
faves
a
weren't even in
lesbian,
MCC. I don't even care.
I can feel hurt that I still am not seeing any representation and that I'm not seeing the larger members of this community even try, Like there are a few larger content creators who put in hours to raise smaller streamer underrepresented voices, And it's when I try to speak on it, I don't know how to word it.
I saw that because I've been on Twitter today. And it's like, just because you're speaking out about said thing, not lacking, like said thing, doesn't mean I want to be in said thing. Why would I want to be in something that they don't want to even put me in the first place, if you get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
There's opportunities everywhere
Yeah.
for people who already have a platform to give a platform to, people who don't have it.
For example,
Lesbians
this.
don't. Yeah, like this is the right thing to do.
Perfect
Like
example.
we
This
were
is
given
positive. We're talking about this
this
in a
is
positive way.
so
Yeah.
positive. Like we were given an opportunity to talk about lesbian issues in a way that other parts of this community just don't give us a lot of the time. And I'm gonna take full advantage of that. And if you want me to talk about something, oh my god, will I ever go off? I feel very passionately about things. I think sometimes I'm bad at wording things, but I will always, speak out on issues that I see. And everyone in this podcast is very passionate about what we're talking about.
Yes.
And
Also, I'm sorry to the
yeah.
CC who said I was talking a lot.
What the hell?
No, no, it's
We're-
okay. Please
We're
talk
all
more.
talking.
It's called a podcast. You're like supposed to talk. It's not supposed to be a
And
silence
also,
contest.
Air is the person with the curious cat. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
that's
saying the questions. What the fuck is wrong with you? Whoever the fuck said that.
This is not
All
a
right, let's get the
show.
air defenders. All right, air defenders,
Air
let's
defenders.
go. Air defenders, I guess. I
Get
guess I
behind me,
didn't
Air.
know I needed those.
Get behind me. I've got you.
Anyway, back to what was I actually don't really know what I was going to talk about. Okay, actually, you know what? No. I said this before so many times. The analogy that if women had the or like not lesbians, my bad. I said women because the women are coming afterwards in this analogy, but the people that say lesbians don't look at women in locker rooms, so why do men? Shut up. Like basically, you're comparing lesbians to predators. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Especially because in context, we're like a lot of us at the time you're talking about us, we're kids at this point. Like, dude, It's disgusting. You're talking about like how comparing lesbians who at these points were children to predators. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I just want to bring up another point of
Hi,
discussion
Kaitlyn.
because
Thanks for the CC.
I think a lot of people ask me questions about it, so I think we have an opportunity to talk about it in a public place now. And so I don't really want to have to explain this a lot on Twitter anymore. So let's just talk about it. Non-binary lesbians are lesbians because how do I word this? Lesbians are non-men attracted
we
to
are.
non-men.
Because we are.
I am a non-binary individual who is attracted to non-men. I'm not a man.
And don't okay.
lesbian.
People who don't like to non-binary people who fall under the lesbian label who prefer to go by Trixic, they are valid. Don't
Mhm.
force it down our throats. Trixic
True.
people, y'all are cool.
Yep.
This is your daily Trixic vouch from a
True.
lesbian.
I'm gonna
Love
go
ya.
grab water, but like
Yeah.
just so it doesn't mess up cameras, I'm literally just gonna switch my BRB screen. Oh wait, that's gonna play something. I need to find something to. You're just gonna see my bed. You're gonna look at my bed. I'm gonna go grab water though.
Here, I can turn your camera off really quick. I can find it. There we go.
There we go. No,
I'll turn it back on once it gets
But
back.
yeah, I think
we'll tell you because I'm looking at the Discord call. I can tell
Yeah,
you
me too.
when they get back.
I remember like the first day I was on, I made my streamer account. I posted about how I'm a non-binary ace lesbian, and somebody messaged me, very rudely, but I digress. But they messaged me and asked me to explain how I can be non-binary and lesbian because lesbians are only women who love women. And I think that's a common, misconception. People who are uneducated about, what lesbians are make often. It's, and that's like a whole greater issue. If a lesbian or other minority is willing to educate, listen to them, don't be rude, don't attack them with questions. Not every minority group have people that are willing to educate, and that is valid. No one owes you any sort of explanation on their identity or who they are or their
Just
history
because of
or
how
what
talked over people are. Oh, I just
Exactly.
realized I interrupted you.
No, you're okay. No, you're okay. It's sort of like in a situation where we can be frustrated about how much we're not listened to. I can totally understand lesbians who don't even want to try anymore, who don't even want to bother explaining things. But I and many other lesbians who choose to educate others, we don't want to be met with every time we try to educate you being like, well, I don't get it, so it's not valid. That's not even a little bit okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to scroll through. Please,
Hi, I'm back.
lesbian. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome
Did I
back.
miss anything important?
We're just not much. Just
Got it.
yeah. Hey, so it's someone who's non-binary and is attracted to other non-binary people. Count as a lesbian if they want to go by that. If you are, you have to be attracted to anyone who is not a man. Non-binary people who are attracted to non-binary people exclusively and not women do not fall under that label, to the best of my knowledge. But I'm also a 14-year-old, so do not trust me. Trust me on everything except labels.
Yeah, I'm generally uneducated on that concept of label.
Thank you for asking, though.
Yeah. I don't really like to speak on stuff that I'm uneducated about because
you
I
don't
don't
want to
really.
say anything wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that as well. I don't know everything, and so when somebody asks me a question
we're
about
trying
a
our best
part
here.
of being lesbian that I don't know about, I feel terrible because I'm like, I want to be able to educate you guys on everything that I know, but I don't know everything. No lesbian knows
Or-
everything.
Yeah.
If we did, oh my god, holy, I would be a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Probably would have graduated college by now, but I don't. So take that as you will. And by the way, if you guys have any questions that you need me to know about, or you don't want to be anonymous, or you just want to have a private conversation with me, My Twitter DMs are always open. Sometimes I have to
mine.
close them because of harassment, but for the
Mine
most
are
part,
always
they're
open.
open.
You could,
Mine, I don't really care what you send me, even if they are threats. I will read them.
yeah, me too.
And if
I
they're
will
And then I will
threats, I
send you a
will send
meme.
back. If
I
they're
will send
threats, I
memes.
send back.
I don't send threats back. I send you Genshin Impact memes, and then
That's great, actually. I think that's a good
Good for
idea.
you.
thank you. Let me see.
Don't take me acting like this as fulfillment to the mean lesbian stereotype, though. I am mean and a lesbian, not mean because I'm a lesbian.
I've been
True.
told that I'm one of the nicest people ever, but they've never seen me play Valorant.
I think that Valorant just brings out the toxicness in people.
Yeah. I always like to, and I should say, I'm being very, I don't know how to say this. I'm being short and blunt right now, considering I am talking about these things that I'm really passionate about, and I don't feel like people, like, I've tried to word this politely, you know? I've tried to word this really nicely, and it felt ignored before. So if I seem brash or rude, I'm really not trying to. At the end of the day, I should specify I'm a wholesome creator. My streams are an inclusive, safe space and stuff, so I do my best to be nice. Today, I'm just being a little bit, just.
Yes, as you
We're
should.
all lesbians. We're all
Yes.
lesbians, Anon. Alex
Yes.
isn't, though.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's trying their best.
Did Anon ask if we're lesbians, non-lesbians,
Anon
talking about
says, sorry,
lesbians?
if you're all comfortable, can I ask you who is a lesbian or what y'all sexuality?
I'm a non-binary ace lesbian.
Yeah.
Easy. There we go. Also,
Easy.
somebody earlier was talking about the split attraction model as a way to validate bi pan lesbians. That's a
I don't
conversation that
understand it.
I've had an argument with many people about. I think everybody can have their own perception of it at the end of the day. I think it's inherently invalidating to say that the split attraction model can apply in order to validate bi pan lesbians. Because it's really just another excuse that bi pan lesbians use to validate themselves. Whatever, I think we could have this argument privately if you really wanted to. I, as a person who experiences the split attraction model as an ace lesbian, can say that in my perception, under the lesbian umbrella, it is something used to incorporate and validate aro-ace spectrum lesbians. This actually doesn't qualify. The conversation about compet is a whole nother thing. And this isn't to invalidate compet, because compet is valid. It's something that most lesbians go through. I've gone through it. Many lesbians have gone through it in the past. It's, it's frustrating to feel like we can't, have compet without people trying to,
We're
I don't know
reading
how to...
chat. We're reading chat, Tripella. We are. We are lurking and watching.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm watching myself on 3 different... I'm on both of my monitors like 2 times, so...
Me too.
I am perceiving myself, guys. I am working through my insecurities for this.
Yeah, because I'm on this monitor where I have the chat in my OBS, and then I have Discord.
Mince does love goats. That's
I don't.
true.
I dislike them greatly. Listen, guys, if we
Shut
want to
up, shut up,
about
shut up, shut up,
Minecraft,
shut up, shut up, shut up,
listen,
shut up, shut up,
the
shut up, shut up, shut up,
1.17
shut up.
update made a terrible mistake. It incorporated the worst mob that's ever been invented. And listen, I thought baby villagers, I thought they were the worst, right? Listen, they were objectively the worst before 1.17, but then 1.17 decided to... I'm gonna put this into nicer words because I was about to say something
Did I
terrible.
spell that right? Did I spell that right?
1.17, yeah.
You spelled it right.
Really? I'll talk about it in a minute, Walnut. Don't worry about it. Fuck the goats, man. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. My display name on Twitter used to be
Baby
MC
villagers.
Goats
You
Hate
know what? No,
Account.
Mince and I can't agree. Baby villagers are objectively, besides goats in their opinion, the worst mob.
They are. They're terrible, objectively. Compet, yes, that's how it's
They
spelled.
do nothing.
It's something that a lot of lesbians experience, where we feel compulsive heterosexuality, which is a result of either societal pressures that have normalized relationships for us, or as a result of personal...
What just happened? Okay. Stream got stopped.
Yeah, it did. Or as a result of personal issues. That was funny to watch on my other monitor, delayed from your reaction. It was very funny.
I'm watching it on 3 different delays: stream on laptop, stream on phone, and Discord call.
That's
So
great.
there's just
Yeah,
a
it's.
chain reaction of delays right now.
I know, it's hilarious.
And well, and the Streamlabs on the live stream sharing screen. So I see the camera, I see the Streamlabs, I see the stream twice. It's a wonderful delay.
Nice.
We all
Uh,
Alex. Alex is great and is doing a great job.
We
True.
love Alex.
We
We
just
love
harped on the
Alex.
delay and the scuffness for so long. Alex, you're doing great.
I'm trying,
Slash
man. I'm
serious.
trying.
Slash serious.
Thank you for saying that we're all swag to the person who asked if we're anon, but please never utter the word swag in your life ever again.
Swag.
Actually,
Shut
I
up,
am
Alex.
swag, and I'll say it out loud. Actually, let me go tweet that.
Sorry if this is weird, but one time I got a lot of CCs. Oh wait, by CCs I think you mean curious cats, anon. Tell me to die of compet just because I said the lesbian compet Google Doc was not biphobic. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
It's terrible. It's I think a
Jeez.
lot of non-lesbians really don't understand compet in a really harmful way, you know? Also, this perception of lesbians as being unable to appreciate aesthetically men is really frustrating. I can call a guy pretty. I can call a guy hot
Mhm.
without being attracted to that guy, you know? And that's entirely separate from compet even. Compet is another concept that is so valid and something that a lot of lesbians experience, and if you try to invalidate a lesbian because they are, you know, open enough with you to share their experience of compet, you're honestly the worst type of person. Like, I mean that genuinely. Like, if a lesbian comes with you and is comfortable enough to tell you about an experience that they had with compet, then and you just ignore it, you know? It's like,
I also if this person lesbian, I've never heard of lesbians telling wait, why can I not say swag? It's one of my favorite words, best anon. The fact that you have repeated swag means that you are the worst anon. Unobjectively. Biased, you are the worst anon. Anyway.
Actually, I just tweeted I am swag
Mince,
and you replied
Mince,
no, air, and
no.
that is so rude. So
I know, it is. And
I will be expecting the tweet longer actually, so.
let me go write it.
No doubt.
Okay, cool.
No
Thank you.
doubt.
Yep, hold on. How do I even use Twit longer?
I did tweet,
Thick and twisted. You
I
know
am
what?
swag, and then I immediately got attacked, so I don't know, I kind of feel like there's lesbophobia in my...
Hello?
Can compat happen to gay men? Because I think I've experienced it before. I can't speak as a gay,
Yeah.
man, so I don't
don't know.
really know about that
Look it
sort
up,
of
look it up.
concept. I
barely
would
even-
encourage you to do education on the concept.
I barely know what compet is, so I don't think I can speak on that matter. Like,
Yeah.
this is the first time I'm hearing of that term.
Somebody said absolutely, so maybe. I know that for
Okay.
lesbians, it's, for me, my compat was a result of society normalizing and pushing het narratives in my face while growing up, and deeming LGBTQ plus narratives to be too adult for children's television in my generation. And I think a lot of greater societal changes could normalize and destigmatize a lot of, you know, LGBTQ plus identities. I think that's just something that should change on a greater level than just, you know, the internet. That's, as a society, we need to normalize and destigmatize these concepts for younger people, because it concepts like compet would be something that people could know about if, you know, these identities were more talked about and
Posted the Twit longer.
Okay, thank you. I'm actually looking forward to reading it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh yeah, you did. You tagged me in it. You said
I did. Read it. Out loud.
Mince, you just called me. I'll read it. Okay.
Yep.
You just called me a raging lesbo, and that I needed to be fixed. Rude.
I love this. I'm having the time of my life right now.
You're welcome.
I can't
My lizard
believe
just
you
jumped,
just
tried
looked
to
at
jump
me,
out
Air.
of my cage. What?
I can't
I have a
believe you
pet
just looked
lizard.
at me and told me you know a man that can fix me.
Wait, can we say radical? Huh? Radical is
this
a
is-
political
this
term. We
is-
are not
this-
politics.
This is radial. Wait, no, there's a C. But this said radial. I'm like, what does that mean? And then I saw the C. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
I'm
least
looking at
stream
my
labs didn't
indirects. You guys
crash.
are not
Something
safe.
crashed.
Indirects, y'all are not safe. Maybe y'all are safe. Alright. Is there any question? Oh my god. Okay. There's a lot of questions. I'm sorry. What's split model attraction? No idea, actually.
So
Mint?
split model attraction, I've gotcha. So, in a more general sense, it's the concept that your romantic and sexual interests can be separated by different identities, right? So, for me, that accumulates in me being a lesbian romantically and being on the ace spectrum sexually. I know that in the lesbian community, it's obviously it can the you know the topics can be a bit of an argument, but in my
Controversial.
perception, the for lesbians, the split attraction model applies for aro A spectrum individuals who identify on some component of the aro A spectrum. There's a wide variety of identities under there that I encourage all of you guys to educate yourselves on. I've talked about a lot as an ACE creator. Not really the space to talk about that here, but in any case, to put it simply, yeah, it's just the idea that your romantic and sexual identities can be separated.
Yeah.
How can I, as a trans person, sort out the good lesbian community without giving air to the TERF communities? Any suggestions? I think that question sort of pushes this. I think that talking about how do I word this? TERFs have ruined the concept of feminism for me today. And so I wouldn't like to imagine that people would associate TERFs with lesbians and our discourse because that is inherently invalidating. I don't identify
agree.
with the modern day feminist movement because of the what TERFs have done to it and how they have radicalized the movement in an anti-black and anti-POC way, in a way that is
In a very
inherently
cis-centered way
transphobic
as well.
and a very cis white centered way. So if you want to come with that sort of question, I personally believe that yes, surely there are TERF lesbians and they are fucked up, and that has become a representation of the flag discourse in terms of the sunset flag versus the lipstick flag. The creator of the lipstick flag, as everybody knows, is transphobic and is trans exclusionary for the lesbian community. But I like to imagine that as a lesbian community, we can know who those voices are and instead focus on uplifting voices of lesbians who obviously aren't. That starts with focusing on trans lesbian voices and POC lesbian voices. I am a trans lesbian. There are plenty of trans lesbians out there for you to support. And yeah, seriously, I mean, people in this call right now, literally, we are talking, we are vocal about these issues, and if you're worried about TERF lesbians and how their words may impact the greater lesbian community, that just means that maybe you should take some time to focus on some trans lesbians. We're right
Yeah.
here. We're putting ourselves out there.
And also, don't only. Kaitlyn, I have a strange feeling you're swagging on. I have a
What?
strange feeling you're just. Who is spamming swag in my
No.
CC?
That's not me. I literally the only CC I put was, "Hi, I'm Kaitlyn."
Okay.
Wow.
Can
Wise.
content happen to bi people? No, it can't.
No.
Also, by the way, this is not us saying things as vocal lesbians. Do not just follow vocal lesbians.
Mhm.
Yes, it's great to follow us, and yeah, we engage in a lot of like content surrounding lesbian issues, and for some of us, that's most of our content. But please support and follow non-vocal lesbians as well. They are great people as well, so you guys should definitely support them. Yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys all doing?
Oh my gosh, tired.
Yeah.
Tired.
2 monsters down. It is almost
Oh my
3.
Oh
It
boy.
is. It is closer to 3 a.m. So
Yeah, same. 2:46.
we're all in the same time zone. That works great for everyone except Alex. Stupid mountain time zones, to be honest. No.
I mean, I think it works the best for Alex because Alex is not that tired in comparison.
Yeah.
It is
No,
not that
but-
late
And
for
like
Alex.
I still have work for another 3 hours, so I have to be up anyway.
Damn.
It just works
Yeah.
out. We're just like helping
Sleep
him.
deprived. I kind of want to bring this a positivity note. What is your favorite part about being a lesbian?
I get to, what's the word? I feel like it's given me an opportunity to engage with some of the most amazing people in this community. I think being somebody who's put themselves out there as a lesbian, I get the opportunity to engage and talk to many young lesbians and, lesbians who are, asking me genuine, amazing questions that I get to share my experiences on. And it's really amazing to feel like as a lesbian we are sometimes heard and uplifted, and that people would listen to my voice as a lesbian. I don't know how to word that exactly without it sounding weird, but I genuinely appreciate the platform I have as a lesbian. And in a more general sense, I think that lesbians are just
Right.
We're
lots of
cool.
hot women in the world, lots of
Yeah. Also, you said like interacting with young lesbians, dude. I feel like as a young lesbian, it's like hearing like your perspectives, like your guys' both of your guys' perspectives as people who are like years older than me. It's like it helps like me, I guess, like be that type of person to be like, hey, I'm a young lesbian here. I'm gonna be here for every other young lesbian, and then the younger lesbians to come. Like it, like
Yeah.
that. Like one day I'm gonna be the older lesbian. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
amazing as a content creator, especially because it makes me feel like
Mhm.
it warms my heart when people, and I might cry saying this, but like it warms my heart when people see me as some form of representation for themselves, in this
Yeah.
community, because I never had that growing up. So
Me neither. I had the representation I had was a taboo subject in class. Like
Yeah.
women are hot. Agreed, Anon. Agreed. Wow.
I think that's something we
I'm
can all
so
agree
glad
on.
that that was sent in.
One thing. Oh,
Like
sorry.
the
Sorry.
fact that like yeah, sorry, I'm sorry.
No.
You can go.
No, you go. You were talking. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like the fact that like me, like you, Mince, you, Caitlin, like we're all like these content creators. We have the chance of being the people that like you can look up to is like, huh, I can relate to that person, and I feel safe with that person. Someone just sent me a CC saying that we're a really good safe space for them. Like, it's great knowing that like we get to be that group for people who didn't get that opportunity, and it makes me so happy. Like I'm gonna cry, but thank you to everyone who like is like here listening.
Being
Oh, oh my
nice.
god, why are women kind of awooga, kind of zooey mama? Shut up. Lighthearted.
anyways, what were you gonna say, Caitlin?
Yeah, Caitlin.
Oh, it's kind of related. Oh my, sorry. I recently, towards like the end, like school was ending. Sorry, school is ending and stuff. And one of my viewers, they DM me and asked me to sign their virtual yearbook, and it made me so happy.
That's
I'd
so
love to
cute.
bring it up.
I love that.
So I was like, I'm sorry. Just the little things make me so happy.
Yeah, the little things like
Yeah.
the people coming into the people coming into my DMs sometimes saying that they wish that they could speak out as much as I do, and like they feel really safe around like my account and like what I say about like defending lesbians. Like thank you. Like I put myself out there so you guys don't have to. like I deal with it so people don't have to and they can feel safe. Like it makes me so happy. And like it's the fact that people have been listening to us talk about this for 2 hours, like genuinely like listening, interacting. Like, thank
Makes me so
you.
happy.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel like
crying.
I'm uniquely situated in an accepting household, and I want to use that
I'm halfway
acceptance
there.
and the privilege I have in order to make others feel valid. I know that in Pride Month sometimes it's hard because people don't feel comfortable coming out or can't come out given their home circumstances, and I want to build a
Yeah.
safe space for people who don't feel safe.
And can be
And
themselves when they can't be themselves, like in real life, you know?
yeah,
Do you,
exactly.
Yeah.
you want a token do you want a token younger sibling? Hey, I don't want to shut up. Women are hot. True, actually. Actually, you can
How's
I've
your
revoked your non-speaking privileges. You can speak again.
Funny. Somebody asked if you feel comfortable replying to this, how was your coming out experience? My experience was a bit
Oh,
strange because I came out, I remember when I was like 14, I came out as aromantic and asexual. And then I had a boyfriend after that. And I was like not really sure. I didn't want to put a label on anything except for the fact that I knew I was on the A spectrum. And then after that, I realized that I was lesbian. Um, so it all happened sort of quickly, but also, it took a long time. It took me a long time to realize that I was relating to a lot of lesbian experiences and um, that I could be lesbian and ace, and that I could, justify the het relationships that I was in prior to um, coming out as a lesbian. That was hard for me. I felt invalidated by virtue of the fact that I had dated men before. Um,
my God, about the gold star lesbian stuff. Oh my God.
so yeah, I think it was good for me because I mean, it took me a while. I think I came out to my parents like 2 years ago or so, maybe a year and a half ago, and they were very accepting. I remember my dad made a joke that he was lucky. And I thought that was always really funny. I was like, okay, whatever.
Unrelated, Sniffer is
Good.
just so pretty.
True.
True.
Snifferfish is one of the best content creators for uplifting underrepresented LGBTQ plus voices. I will die by that.
Air, are you gonna go? Or I can. If you don't.
Yeah.
Yes, you're going to go next, or yes, I can go.
You can go.
Oh, okay. So, at, I used to identify as bisexual, and then, not last year, but the year, actually no, going into 2020, I came out as lesbian. I have the worst memory in the world, so I'm like, I can't remember exact details to everything that's happened. But I do remember like key points. I do remember coming out as lesbian at the beginning of 2020, which was kind of a awkward experience because I did have to break up with my boyfriend because I just wasn't, yeah. And so that was
Yeah.
an experience on top of that. I came out I wasn't out to anyone. I was out to some of my and it was weird because one of them followed me on Twitter when I came, and the following week or so we had a picnic, and they came out to me and they're like, "You're out on Twitter, why don't you just come out to us right now?" I'm like, I'm lesbian, and I wasn't really like ready, and I'm like, I knew they were like accepting, but I wasn't like wanting to do it right then and there. I'm just trying to have like a picnic, and so it was yeah, I don't know, just don't like force people. Like I know they say it online, but I mean when they're ready, let them. Like don't out people. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
I agree.
But not that long ago actually, because I started working a job, I have my own money, I have my own bank account. I made a purchase on Amazon of candy and I bought a flag, my lesbian flag that I showed earlier. Basically it came in the mail and I opened it in my living room and my mom is like, "Oh, nice flag. What, like, why is it where are all the rainbows? Because I thought I was just getting a normal like pride rainbow flag, and I'm like, no, this is the lesbian flag. And she looks at me and she's like, okay. And so that's how that went for me.
My coming out story was very awkward to say the least. Now, I'm out as a lesbian, I'm not out as non binary, so this is different. But I came out in like 6th grade, like literally 3 months to the day after the sunset flag was introduced. That's not even a joke. 2018? Yeah. It was 2018, right? I'm pretty sure it was.
I
But
can't
yeah.
remember.
Like I was walking my dogs. Very eventful time, honestly. My mom was basically I also have ADHD, right? So I was doing like I was like wasn't able to like do pretty well in school, and my mom thought it was like something wrong with me. So she was like, "Why aren't you focusing in school?" I'm like, "I actually have no idea." And I had gone through so much internalized lesbophobia, and up until and I mean like I guess like I still do to an extent, but I don't at the same time. It's really hard to explain. I'll explain that in a little bit. But like I was like, I think I know, and she's like, what? And I tried to explain her anything. She's like, no, it's not that. And then she had checked my phone and saw some text messages, and she's like, what does this mean? I'm like, well, you see, here's the thing. And she's like, and here's me just like completely like I guess like not showing much emotion. I was like shaking, but I didn't like my hands were in my pocket and stuff. I was like, well, you see, like quite like literally. So I was like, so here's the thing. And my mom was like, what? I'm like, I really don't know. And I was like, I was hacked. I wasn't hacked. Women are hot. But I was like, I was hacked. I was hacked. And my mom was like, do your friends know? I'm like, my friends know I was hacked. Lying. I was such a liar. I was such a liar. I my dogs are I had to make sure my dogs were sleeping, but basically my mom was like, I will text your friends if you don't tell me right now. And my friends are usually good at like figuring out what I was like when I'm lying and to flow with it because they're good at that. And I was like, no, you don't have to text them, you don't have to text them, you don't have to text them. She's like, are you doing anything illegal? I'm like, no. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, what are you doing? What is it? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, she's like, I swear to God, like, if you don't tell me right now, she like threatened me. I'm not gonna elaborate on that part. She's accepting, by the way. This ends up positively. And I'm like, I'm gay. She's like, okay, that's it. I'm like, oh. And I still haven't come out to my dad yet. Because I got a decently, ish reaction from my sister, so.
I just with my dad, I didn't come out because he doesn't really understand it. I have my flag hung up right like in front of me. I said, "Hey, Dad, come into my room and look what I bought on Amazon." And he's like, "Cool." I'm like, "Thanks." So I don't. It's hard.
I got a
He doesn't.
CC about something about being a content creator. 1 second. Keep going though.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's like it's hard to explain to him when the time is right. I'll explain, but for the time being, I don't know. Sorry. I don't have the words to explain. Sorry, I like stumble on my words a lot.
You're good.
Okay.
Especially when I'm anxious, I'm like, yeah.
Era, what was the CC that you had about being a content creator?
As a content creator myself, I completely understand what y'all are saying, except I'm not a lesbian, so I wanted to ask, how do you feel about being lesbians in the public eye, defending lesbians in general, with LGBT discourse in general, from Swag? Thank you, Swag. You're making me say Swag every single time you sign off, and it's
I love
making
it.
me...
Flip
Keep
it.
signing off with swag,
Love
please, I
it.
beg you.
Flip it. Send it to them.
No.
Yes.
Wait. I just hit 50 followers on Twitch. Thank you.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome.
Brilliant.
I'm so happy
Oh
for
my
you.
God, thank you.
Hold on,
Um,
let's go.
But yeah, I think at the end of the day, like, as content creators, there are times when we're made to feel invalidated by virtue of us putting ourselves out there under these identities. But for me, it's always been a matter of building a safe and inclusive community. And I think one of the most important parts of that for me, and it's not the same for every creator, so I can't speak for everybody,
Yeah.
but for me, it's being open about my identity and who I am, because again, like, it's a matter of people trying to find people that they can relate to, because that's, a lot of cis straight white men are frontline on Twitch, and so
They
finding
are.
a creator who you can relate to is actually really important, especially for younger people.
Mhm.
Hey.
So it's always, it kind of came side by side with me putting myself out there under my identities, where it just became natural that I spoke up against issues that people like me faced, and, issues in the wider community and things like that, I guess. I don't know if I worded that exactly right, but it was just a natural shift for me, especially given, like, I'm older and I don't want to
Mhm.
have to see, like, it really makes me sad to see that younger people have to fight these fights online sometimes, because
And
they
here's the thing,
shouldn't.
my take as a younger person, I care more about people's comfort than my own internet safety when it comes to these types of things. Like when it comes to like being a lesbian in general, I'd rather have people feel safe than me, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I feel like it seems different because I'm really young, the youngest here in this call, I believe, and very young in general for like someone on the internet, but like yeah, I care more about other safety than myself at this point because it's gotten really bad. But yeah, you were saying something, Mince?
That was it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I just think, like we kind of talked about earlier, I'm just a really vocal person, so
Mm-hmm.
it's sort of natural for me to be vocal about issues that impact people that people who are like me, or
That
like
I
people
understand,
who
yeah.
I see in my
Yeah.
community who are hurt. I have a platform and I always want to use it as a content creator because I'm lucky to have it. At the end of the day, I think it's really luck for me. And so
Yeah.
I'll always use it to uplift other voices, and
Yeah. I think that like seeing like being involved in like I guess like going through like I guess like you know how like people will say like oh yeah your music taste develops when you're like 14 like 13 to 14 like those like years are so important to you. I think growing up and looking at that environment daily kind of gets like shifted my focus from do I feel comfortable here or do other people feel comfortable here, I think.
Yeah.
Because, like, y'all, that's why I offered my curious cat. Y'all can send me death threats. Y'all can put something in my DMs. I've seen it all. So,
Send me
like,
DMs.
I really prefer you guys send it to me than any other creator because they don't deserve it. Like, I understand some
True.
things I say could get people upset. Like, sure, send them my way. But, like, other people, like, they don't deserve it, man. Like, anyway,
Yeah.
new question.
Also,
Uh,
I didn't get to speak, so
go.
okay. So, I'm really bad at wording. So, when I can speak my mind on something, I will to the best of my ability. Especially also because I am a Twitch mod for some creators. I do have to deal with issues like that aren't like about me, but um, when I can speak about an issue, I 1,000% do. But most of the time, if I like want to speak on something but I can't word it correctly, I will try and uplift others that are able to speak it like or like convey what I want to say better than I can, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
That's all, sorry.
Alex, I got a question that you can answer too.
Oh,
How do you
okay.
all deal with being non-binary? I think all of you are. If not, sorry, I don't want to deal with other topics, so this question isn't relevant. All good. I personally am non-binary and don't look like it, so I want to ask how you deal with misgendering it, etc. Swag, mix, swagger, swaggity, swagster.
Yeah.
But I believe all of us are non-binary, so we can all answer
Yeah.
this,
I get
including you,
misgendered a
Alex.
lot. And
Start
it's
talking.
fine. Like, when people
I get
tag me
misgendered
in,
by
like,
my IRLs, who I'm out
the
to.
oh yeah, I've not come out as non-binary to
Hmm.
most of my family, so
I haven't to
when
my
people
family, but
tag
my
me at,
friends
like,
do.
female creator threads, like, it's whatever. Like, I don't really
Mm,
care. I still identify with femininity and stuff, and, like, in nature. And I'm very female presenting, so I experience a lot of, you know, the same issues that female content creators do, given
Mm-hmm.
how female presenting I am. Um, obviously non-binary people don't owe you androgyny, so I don't feel bad for not being your textbook picture of non-binary. I never will, and I don't care. I don't mind. I think that as a non-binary content creator, there are also people that try to invalidate my identity as a lesbian, which is always frustrating. I can take the whole, people thinking I'm female at first, given, again, I'm really female presenting, but I have had people try to, erase my identity as a lesbian because of it. That's always when it gets me, but overall, it's fine. I've been, whatever, I was female for a lot of my life, and only recently came out as non-binary, so it'll happen eventually. People will recognize the shift eventually. You guys can go ahead as well.
I especially as someone who it's definitely like my voice obviously is very like high pitched and stuff as well, and I'm very female presenting, but like my I guess like outfits and stuff are very like androgynous masculine leaning, so I feel like I just try like my best to like be somewhere in the middle because it's what I prefer, but it's different for everyone. And like I get misgendered constantly by like my friends who I am out to. Not even for like my safety, I'm out to all of my friends in real life. They just do it because they do. So like it really just depends. Like sometimes you get like tired of it. Sometimes you just keep your mouth shut, keep moving along. But that's just for me. I'm very like I guess whatever it happened with it. And I correct people in private, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, anyone else want to go? I don't want to feel like I'm like talking the most.
You're good.
I don't want to be that person.
Kaitlyn, do you want to go next? Or do you want to go last? Is your mic muted? Uh-oh.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I go ahead and go while she's fixing your
Yeah,
mic?
yeah, just go ahead and...
Alright.
Yeah.
So for
Okay.
me personally, I'm more on the masculine side of non-binary, and so like if I were to be misgendered, I'd rather be called a man, but that's not gonna happen. It's like I don't worry about being dead named at work because my name tag has my preferred name on it. But like I have to talk to so many people every day to check everyone in, and it's exhausting, but I have to just live with it because like I'm not gonna come out to every single person I check into this hotel like, oh, I'm not a ma'am, oh, I'm not a senora, oh, I'm not a girl, I'm like it's just too much work, so it's exhausting, but sometimes you just unfortunately have to live with some of this stuff.
Caitlyn,
Right.
by the way, specified in the chat that they're still questioning, so they don't feel comfortable answering.
That's perfectly fine.
Also, my microphone was just muted. And when I looked, it looked like, because my Razer microphone, when it's muted, it's red, and so it looked white, and so I was just like,
It's okay, don't worry about it.
I fixed it though.
Yeah. So yeah. Let me see. I don't really have any questions in my DMs or anything, so I don't really have anything to bring up right now.
I'm eating little candy. It's a
Nice.
fish.
I'm not getting any like questions or anything, so if anyone can think of stuff, please let us know.
I do not know.
I
I don't
not
know how
either.
much later I will be on.
Yeah,
It is pretty late. I don't
is,
want to rush us or like tell us to wrap up if you guys don't feel comfortable. But
Yeah. Well, the thing is
It's 3
too,
a.m., dude. I'm
is I don't want-
tired as well.
is I don't want to wrap up and then later I'm laying in bed and I'm like, I wish I said that.
Oh my god, me too.
I intend
Honestly, if
to
I didn't
make
say
a
it here, I'm
wrap-up
gonna
thread
scream about
for
it on
sure.
Twitter anyway.
Yeah, true.
You
I'm
know,
gonna
you
make a
should
wrap-up
follow
thread and
everyone
just
in
scream
here.
about this stuff.
Yeah, you should follow us all on Twitter and Twitch.
True.
True.
Don't forget.
I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, so you guys should follow me on Twitch. Actually,
I
during
guess-
the day. like a
maybe each of
sane human
us
being.
could give some closing remarks or something.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, my closing remarks are like I said earlier, if you weren't here, make sure that you check out and support the Hearth SMP if you're looking for new lesbian content creators to support. A lot of us are streamers and we do try our best to stream on the SMP, and it is an all lesbian, lore-based, very new SMP, so I recommend it. I want to give my quick thank you to Lovebots and to Alex for giving us this platform today to talk about these issues, given the nature of this community and how we often don't feel heard. It was really nice and refreshing to see that we were given a space today to be able to talk about these things, answer questions, and share our experiences in an open environment. So I want to thank Chad as well for listening and for being receptive to our talking and our ideas. I want to thank Kaitlyn and Air, both of you, for being amazing. And I hope I didn't speak
Love
over
you.
you at all. Both of you are amazing, and I want everyone to support them as well. I mean, I have a platform and I want to see them grow because they're both amazing and they deserve it 100%. And I hope to see you guys at a stream sometime. I'm streaming in like 7 hours
I'm streaming in
because whenever
either
I wake up, I'm streaming on
I'm
the
either
Hearth
streaming
SMP.
in I'm either streaming in 5 minutes or 12 hours. So
Yeah.
Understandable.
you pick or
Yeah.
choose. But final remarks, Caitlin, you got any?
You can go first.
Oh, okay, cool. So um this was a great 2 hours. I had a great time. Um uh I don't really know how to phrase this. This is when I start like messing up my words and stuff. First of all, Alex, thank you so much. You were just sitting there listening to us talk, giving us this space to speak, and you were a great host. You did great. Thank
True.
you. Caitlin, you were great, and you were also a great addition to this podcast. You did really well. You spoke really, your points were really great, and you added a lot. And thank you for saying hi in my curious cat. Mince, you're great. We've spoken before. Caitlin, we never met. I'm very glad we're mutuals now. Mince, you are great. You're great. We've both spoken about issues before on a similar setting to this, except on a different platform. Like you're great. You're a really great representation for our community, and I'm very happy that you have the platform you do. You deserve it all and more. You're incredible, Caitlin. Everyone, go follow Caitlin and Mince. Go do that. Run them their followers and
Air.
interact with their content.
Yeah, and
Everyone,
Air.
go. I know you guys. I saw you guys asking for Mince and Caitlyn socials. Go look. Go interact. Yeah. Again, you guys are great. I really hope we get to interact more often. And yeah,
We should all
it was
play like
great.
Minecraft
Chat.
games
Thank
together.
you. Also, chat. You guys are great, and the askers and the nuns. You guys are great too. Caitlyn, your turn. Go.
Okay, thank you for inviting me here. It was really fun and I enjoyed it. I was like really anxious because I didn't expect everyone here. But I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone in the call and in the chat and in the anons, all that. You're all so cool, and I won't be streaming tomorrow like these two, but you should go watch tomorrow because I won't be live. But I will most likely be live on Tuesday because I don't work unless I pick up a shift. Then, but yeah, sorry. If you want to know when I'm live, the best ways is probably to follow me on Twitter, join my Discord if you want, or just follow me on Twitch and turn on notifications. Thank you for getting me to 1,000 Twitter followers and 700 Twitch
Yay!
followers.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you. Also, I am a huge fan of Japanese idol content, so if you want to talk to me about that, jump in my DMs or on my streams. My entire my entire thing is like idol related, so if you want to learn about that or like it, yeah, I have a little pen. This when you go hi. And yeah. Okay, sorry.
Alright, so was that it then?
Yeah.
Alright, I just want to say thank you so much, Mint, Kaitlyn, and Air, for coming on to this and for
You're
talking
welcome.
about all of this and educating everyone here and myself. I definitely learned a lot with this. And thank you to the Rambo Lovebots for allowing me to give them all this platform and make like all of this more known and talked about and heard and seen. And yeah, and thank you, chat, for being supportive of everyone here. And yeah, you guys should really go follow all three of these people. They're all so cool. You should support all of them. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and stall for a moment.
Yeah, we got any stalling moments? By the way, I'm cracked at iMessage Games Cup Pong. If anyone wants to try and beat my score, I will give you my email that I can iMessage on, and I'm cracked at Cup Pong. Actually, just kidding. Don't send me your numbers. It's weird. But I am cracked at Cup Pong. I've beaten someone in 2 turns. I'm stalling. Anyone else want to say something?
No. Is our plan right now to raid like another lesbian? Are you gonna go live, Air, or are we gonna find
Alright, I'll go
lesbian
live.
content creators?
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll go live.
Yeah, you can go live.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
That
Alright,
worked.
so I'll go ahead and stall for a moment while...
Let me go get my
Why
stream
would you
set
wait?
up.
Alex,
I'm gonna go.
Alex, wait. Alex,
I know,
video?
I'm, yeah.
Okay. They're just screaming.
I know, I'm seeing it on my
Yes,
phone.
of course I am screaming. Thank you, Rambo Lovebots, for letting me help mod this stream. I really enjoyed it because this was, my first stream that I got to mod where, it was like a fully active chat, and I feel like I learned things from this. So thank you so much for letting me be able to help out. It really does mean a lot.
W. Thank you to all the mods and everyone who
Yeah.
was here. And
the mods
like,
worked hard,
even if you
honestly.
lurked,
You guys
lurkers
were
are
great.
so cool. Thank you for lurking and hanging out and listening to us. We really appreciate it. Follow everyone because they're cool. And have a good night, day, evening, afternoon. I don't know. And you're amazing and awesome and worth it. Yay!
And stick around for the raid to
Final
support
words.
Air.
Final
for sure.
Yeah.
words. Thank you guys so much for actually listening. Let's hope that this energy can continue throughout these days. And thank you guys so much for 50 followers on Twitch and stuff. You guys are really cool.
Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, stick
I
around
will
for the
say
raid.
though, if you're gonna be in my chat, I'm modding myself because my mods are all sleeping. So
If you
beware.
want, I can help mod.
for you. No, I'm the mod here.
I'm gonna go set up my stream and
We'll stall.
yeah, if anyone in this VC wants to join me there, like wants to be on VC there and just chill, my streams are, if anyone wants to join,
Alright,
unless y'all are sleeping. I know, Mince, you're
I
gonna
have
sleep.
to go to sleep
so-
so that I can stream
Yeah.
in the morning.
I
I'm
was-
sorry.
Gonna play Osu. So that's where I'm gonna. But I can join you instead. What are you doing? Oh wait, they're gone. Oops.
Oh.
Never mind.
Okay. They're gone.
Oh no.
Now
The
those
stream is
layouts
stopped
are
again.
messed up.
That's so sad. That's
Oh,
so
oh
sad.
no, you can see
Um,
my icon.
We are stalling until Air goes live. So what is the conversation topic?
Give Mints
Talking about
Twitter
how
Spaces. Give
True.
Mint-
I don't know why I don't have them. Listen, I have participated in how many Twitter spaces now?
So many.
Like vocal like where's the lot? I've not been able to host even a single Twitter space.
Wait, you can't
Um,
host spaces? You have like
No.
double the amount of followers that I have, and I can host spaces.
It's
Listen,
just
let me-
Twitter.
This is real.
Guys.
This is real. I can't. I don't even know why.
Can't host Twitter Spaces. Real.
L.
Seriously. I just checked my account again. Yeah, no, still no spaces. Don't understand why. When I do have spaces, I want you guys to show out in it.
Of
Did
course.
you delete Twitter and re-download it?
No,
Did you-
wait, can I
no.
do that? Would that work?
Yeah.
It's associated to accounts. I have it on the Dream SMP Awards account.
Wait, you run the Dream SMP Awards account?
Yeah.
Don't
I don't
mind
know
me,
that.
about to go refollow.
Yeah, we haven't done stuff in a little bit now. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
We need to. I've been
Maybe-
focusing on content creation.
Yeah, there you go.
We still do our thing, I guess. No, I'm not the only one who runs it. There's like 3 of us. Yeah. I don't know how to word it. I had the idea like fucking last December or something to like make a poll account, and then it got way out of hand like really quickly.
Oh, by the way, one last thing I forgot to mention. So this podcast is a bi-weekly podcast, and I'm planning to go down in like the list of the acronyms. So lesbian first, so next week is going to be featuring gay voices.
Like
So yeah.
MLM and NBLM.
Yeah. Like
Okay, I'm
MLM
gonna
and
be there.
NBLM. Yeah. Let me, if you guys want to apply, let me grab the link for that really quick. Because
Yo,
I
wait.
still need
Yeah,
more guests
well-
for that.
Yeah, let Wallow in there. Let him in.
True. Walnut's
True.
cool.
Vouch?
Vouch for Walnut. Really cool guy.
Vouch,
That's
vouch.
really
Walnut, follow me back
cool.
on Twitter.
Wow, you just really just put yourself out there for a follow back. Damn.
Wow.
Hold up, wait, I'm private right now. I gotta unprivate real quick, then follow me back.
I see you guys DMing me. I will respond immediately once we wrap this up. And
I
then
logged out and logged back in. It didn't work.
I said that, the mystery voice. I'm Theo. I'm me.
wait, I want to be first in chat. Wait, the link isn't working.
I don't.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on. I need to actually link my Twitter because.
They linked the wrong
No, they linked the right Twitch.
on their Twitter. So I clicked
Oh.
on it.
But yeah, the link for the forum, if you want to be on this podcast, is going to be in there. It's going to be streamed from my channel after this. So, yeah.
Aw, Rumble Love Bots, thanks for the retweet for my stream announcement for tomorrow. That's so nice of you guys.
I love that.
Lovebots is just so
So
great.
nice. Yeah,
Rainbow Love Bots is
like,
amazing.
Because my adventure into streaming is from Stan Twitter. So I obviously was a follower and, you know, I thought that the Rambo Love Bots account was really cool. Well, I still think so. That has not changed. But I deactivated my Stan account, so I actually didn't really keep up with it for a little bit. But I think it's
Yeah.
really nice that you guys did something cool like this and gave us a really nice platform. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Thank
Yeah.
Heart.
Air's live right now. Air's live.
Yeah, there.
Guys, go watch Air. We're so good at stalling. Oh my gosh. I had to
Oh
reveal
my
that I was a
God.
Dream SMP Awards admin, but it worked.
I
We did it.
can release who I'm an admin for with like a huge account.
I mean,
I can like
why,
that.
why are you rating me? Why does it say
Oh
me?
no, that's the
Uh-oh.
wrong raid person.
Wait, that. Oh. Wait, wrong
not-
raid.
That's a raid. I'm like, why does it say me? I thought it was a glitch.
I'm not an awards admin, chat. I'm a games admin, and I have about like 15k people that are mad at me because I keep getting them out.
Oh
I'm
my god.
I'm what am I? I'm a Discord and Twitch mod for streamers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mods are cool. Pet the mods.
I
the
want to
mods.
be a Twitch mod.
Do it. Like honestly,
Hold on.
Oh.
Here. I'm live.
I know we're live. I
Yeah.
know you're live.
Okay.
I think that they're
Wonderful. I think they're live.
no,
Entirely sure.
I don't think so. Pet the Kaitlyn.
Wait, hold on. I put pet the mods, but I'm still technically a mod here. Let's go. Giving myself head pats. Self-love.
petting the mods. Can you guys rate Air?
Yeah, I think it's just the person.
Oh, it just didn't go through.
Yeah, you might need to give it a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll go through. Until
Yeah.
then, I don't know how to keep stalling, actually.
You guys, I can tell you. What can I tell you guys about?
Oh, it's going through. It's going through.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, awesome.
Guys, go participate in the raid and give Air lots of love, considering how much they put into the podcast today. It was very nice of them to allow us to
Definitely.
use their Curious Cat to answer questions. So they definitely deserve the support. Go follow.
Here's a
You
copy
know,
of
they
the
just hit 50,
pasta.
but I think you guys could run them up to 100 today,
Let's run
honestly.
them-
Oh, definitely.
You could run them up to
Yeah,
100
we-
today.
Yeah,
So
you can.
when you rate them, be sure to go on Twitter and tell everybody to
follow.
to follow and support Air during the stream today. Air deserves it. Air deserves 100. Air deserves
Definitely.
1 million, at least. So definitely go support. We just talked a lot about supporting lesbians, so you guys could.
I think we're all joining.
I think.
Yep.
I don't think you
think-
are.
I think all
Alright.
of these people in the chat right now want us to go join the raid. I think that you should listen to
Yeah.
that. That's
And-
I think we should.
Alright, so since this is ending, something I always say whenever I end my streams, make sure you guys just try and spread a little bit of positivity and kindness into the world, and just try to make it a little bit of a better place. Make even one person smile if you can. And I hope to see all of you there at Air's stream.
Oh my god, wait, I just saw Dingo in chat.
Dingo? What the hell is she doing here? Hi,
I'm scuffed. I'm so scuffed. That broke. I'm so scuffed.
Uh-oh. Alright,
Yeah,
bye
we're
everyone.
going.
Bye.